me that I should practice shooting left-hand hooks out the post. I'm like, what the fuck would I do that for?
Weren't you all American?
I mean, like, why would I do that for? Like, why would I shoot a left-hand hook? That doesn't make any sense. So that's what college coaches do. They're not always the best at training players. They're not always the best, and you're gonna get better playing versus better competition anyways. Bronny's not going to get better playing versus less competition. You're going to get better playing versus pros. Luca did not get better playing versus people his age, players his age. He got better playing versus pros who was much older than him. That's why he came into
Hmm.
the league ready to play from the jump because he had that experience playing versus pros for over 5 years. That's why he's so dominant now because he's been doing this longer than everyone has in his age bracket.
Hmm.
I mean, not everybody could be LeBron James and a phenom. I mean, he's the only person to do out of that out of high school. That's because of his gifts. Besides his skills, the guy is the most gifted athlete we've seen touch the basketball court. Besides Wilt Chamberlain. So yeah, so this
Facts.
notion that
We
the
know,
Lakers,
Uh huh. Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
yeah, the fact that they're just trying to clown LeBron and Bronny and all this stuff. He didn't work hard for it. Everyone worked hard, and Bronny didn't put in any effort to be as great as he is, a top high school player, only because of what he did in college. And we already seen their stats were similar players in college who got drafted this year, who were similar than Bronny James, and there was not one mention about them going higher than Bronny.
Really, this guy says you got the Chuck Hayes package when you play. What the hell?
These
Coach told you to practice left hand hooks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, the college coaches do tell you to do some weird things at times, and I mean,
Yeah.
trust me, I know for a fact.
I should
Trust
I should go away from the 3 point line and I should go on the post and practice left hand hook. Something I never did before in my life. I like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't
Mhm.
care if it is practice.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But
Facts.
we know JJ Redick isn't as bad as obviously your coach was because he already said that he sees Bronny doing some good things and he can't wait to have Bronny on the floor and to work with him on certain things as well because obviously he can help Bronny form and shooting and different scenarios. He can help Bronny understand what he wants Bronny to be for the Lakers to be able to have a chance to win this year. And you know what? If you really look at the Lakers roster, how can he not get on the floor?
I mean, look
Yeah.
what they put on the floor the last 3 years, 4 years.
Who's he got to beat out? Like Trash D'Lo? Like,
Well, that's what I'm
The
saying. They're
D'Lo
gonna
even
get
on
rid
the
of
team.
D'Lo. D'Lo's not gonna be on the team. He
Yeah.
opted in, but they're gonna trade D'Lo.
yeah, for sure. They
So
definitely
what
are.
other guards do they got? You got Cam Reddish, you got Austin Reeves, you got Gabe Vincent,
They gave
Yeah, give
Vince
Vincent.
and who's that other dude with the hyphen in his name?
and Vando.
No, Vando's a forward. They're
No,
gonna
no,
have
of the rookie last year.
yeah.
You talking
What's
about
his
him?
name? Yeah, you know
I
I'm bad
forgot
with
his
names,
name.
Brandon. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Brandon.
forgot his
Okay,
name too. Yeah, I
Brandon
forgot his
became
name
me.
too.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but that's what I'm saying. Bronny could play.
He
Bronny
can
could
barely
shoot the
play.
shit.
Yeah.
He can catch and shoot. Right? He's been catching and shoot from his dad his whole life.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna feel uncomfortable on the basketball court. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Rich Paul and Clutch Sports because in reality, this was probably the best scenario for Bronny James to put him on the Lakers with his father, allow him to be sheltered because again. All this attention on Bronny James is hilarious. I've never seen anybody pay attention to the 55th pick overall ever in basketball history. We are talking more about this guy, Bronny James, as the second latest pick than we are talking about the first overall pick in today's draft.
The
Nobody don't
first
even know
three.
nothing. No,
The
nobody don't
first
even
three.
know who. Nobody knows none of those dudes in the first round being picked. None of. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for us posting about AJ Johnson, we wouldn't even have post about AJ Johnson. They got that from Brandon and I because we posted about him. So that didn't even come through.
And they're even making excuses for, well, he only played 7 minutes. So how the hell is he gonna be in the NBA if he can't play versus pros? So why are you talking about LeBron James? He playing versus pros. versus weaker competition and only playing 7 minutes a game. But you're saying that he should have been drafted in the first round and Bronny should not have been drafted. They're hypocrites. They're damn hypocrites all
Well, I
around.
mean, so everything's going to be lining up for Bronny. I mean, I think that he's going to be like you said. You learn by doing. You learn by playing. Like we're going to see probably what he's made of in the summer league here. To some degree, I think he's going to get some time out there, and we're going to see, what he has to do. I mean, yeah. I mean, the only way he's going to get better is like, or we see what he's capable of is like when we get some minutes, when he gets out there, when he plays against his contemporaries. I mean, I think it's going to be a great show. It's going to be good ratings regardless because you're going to see JJ Redick. There's going to be a lot of narrative swirling with him and obviously Bronny. We'll see what the Lakers are made of. And then, I mean, there's only been, what was it? I saw like 3 NBA picks ever that averaged less than 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in the history of the league. And that was like in 2001 and 2016. And then like you had the only top or the only number 55 pick in the last 10 years that's still in the league is Andrew Wiggins. So, I mean, the odds are against him, but I mean, hey, he has plenty of support, just like you said. Obviously, like arguably the GOAT's his dad. So, we'll see. It should be a great, great year to see like what happens.
And LeBron haters found the new word, nepotism. Longevity was the first new word that they found out what it was. Now it's nepotism. And then when you actually look up the word nepotism, it's not even the right meaning. So now we change the definitions again. Hey, you're right. The Lakers was probably the best situation for him. They get the grooming, put him on a good regiment under the ones they feel like is best for him. And he got his dad. The Lakers probably gonna hire good coaches to help train him as well. They're gonna have him playing pre-games before the games, practicing all the time. I do think he's gonna get some G League games under him as well. Hey, good luck, and I hope the best for him. I mean, this is a great situation. Father, son get a chance to play together, and we're complaining about that. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand the hate. I don't understand the hate from other men. I don't understand hate from our culture. Again, this is a good situation. Who doesn't do this for their kids? Everywhere in the world, people do it. And again, LeBron doesn't run the Lakers. He's not the GM. He's not the owner. What if he did ask them to draft? They don't have to oblige.
John, he's a GM.
Well, they say Rob Pelinka is, so
I'm sure JJ Redick just happened to get hired over like someone like Sam Cassell because he's not the GM.
I thought Sam Cassell would get the Detroit job, but
I mean, nobody want to hire Sam Cassell either. So it's just not. Yeah, everybody think just the Lakers the only ones supposed to sign everybody. They're supposed to sign all the coaches, all the players. But no one else is doing this. No one else is signing Sam Cassell. No one else is.
I think that the nepotism argument is stupid
because
you see a lot of examples of nepotism. I mean, I don't really have a problem with that at all. I mean, if I was LeBron, I would have done it too. Like you're just having fun at this point. Like, why not do that? It's not like it's not like you're like stacking the deck or something, or like it's not like detrimental to other teams. I don't see why anyone has a problem with it, other than like they hate Bronny for personal reasons. I mean, Bronny didn't do anything. Bronny just wants to play. He said that many times. He like even said, "It's not like my dad. I've always wanted to play ball." So I mean, it's not. I mean, if you had questioned like his contribution to a team, sure, but like if you're just out here being like, "Oh, I have a problem with him being on the team," I mean, I don't really understand that perspective.
It's not even against Bronny. They have the problem with the father. They don't have nothing against Bronny.
That's true.
Mean, it's nothing against Bronny. I mean, most of them couldn't tell you much about Bronny, but they can tell you everything about his father. So it's really not against Bronny.
They could definitely tell you about how he averaged 4 points a game in college and how he should not been a McDonald's All-American. That's all they know.
It's funny at the high school. At the high school, he was a top 17 projection out of high school. After the heart situation that did change a lot of stuff. So he was a first round projection out of high school.
Oh, if he would have came out of high school, he was rated as a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he would have been a lottery pick out of high school.
Well, we'll say. I think in the summer league in a couple weeks here will illuminate or answer a lot of questions. If he has to go, right?
Yeah, he's going to go. He's definitely going to go. They want to put games under his belt. They want to put situations under his belt. You want to see how he react to certain things, and that's why he's going to play in the G League. Because that's also going to help too. Because you're going to have competition in his face. You got to see how he's going to react to things. You want to run certain plays. You want to put him under certain situations. You want to do all this stuff, and then he's going to get to practice against the team as well. So he's going to get all the training that he needs.
What if Bronny's just the GOAT? Like, we don't know.
Hey, if he turned out to be a starter, all-star, it's going to be a lot of people.
What if he's the one, right?
Yeah.
He's like Neo. We just didn't know.
Wow. If he if he becomes the one.
I mean, realistically, I think I've seen us just watching him play and like just the limited things we have. I mean, I think that he has a chance to be a contributor. I mean, who knows? Like, you can never really tell what someone's ceiling is before they've even played against NBA competition. But I like what I see of his game. I mean, he looks smooth. I mean, he has a good jumper. He's obviously coming in with like an above average defensive package. I mean, visually. So I mean, reserve judgment thing.
Man, he got. I mean,
and also if you look at the McDonald All American game what he played in, all the players who were drafted before him, I think it was like 5 or 6, he outplayed them in the McDonald All American game. He played versus these players and he outplayed them when he was healthy, when he was in high school. So the notion that he's not this great player or not a good player is ridiculous because they never watched him.
Yeah.
And then you see the improvements in his game from the last game in college to the combine.
We know they don't watch the games.
No. John, that's like ancient Hebrew to them when you say that. It's like they're never gonna understand.
I don't understand. I have a problem with understanding that because it's like when you want to debate somebody, you want to have a conversation with somebody, and you ain't even did your homework. It's like, what are we talking about? Oh, you're repeating what you heard somebody else say.
You got to say things like 4 and 6 and like 1 and 9. Then they'll start like, you'll see their eyes go wide. Something like that.
Yeah, he 4.6. What that mean? What? Tell me what that mean.
4.6.
Yeah, I mean, ain't that what he averaged in USC? There's some people who don't even know he went to USC. I have people talking about how trash he is.
You don't want to watch college ball. If they don't watch the NBA games, they're not going to watch college.
I mean, all this. I mean, we had a draft, and everybody is talking about the second round pick number 55. It's people who don't even know who the first pick of the draft is.
Well, the most important thing, John, is that you and I finally agreed that LeBron was not robbed of the 2013 DPOY. Like, we finally agreed on that.
No,
sorry about it, Brandon.
You really helped me understand where you was coming from. So I get it.
Right? Tim Duncan was robbed. Let's go.
I mean, Tony Allen was robbed. I mean,
arguably, Paul George was robbed.
Yes, it's been
LeBron was definitely robbed.
Robbed that 4th place finish. Come on, Tim Duncan was even first team, robbed. And he was the only player in like league history to finish like top 5 in 7 of the defensive categories, and he didn't win. Bullshit.
Who was that?
Tim Duncan.
Akeem was robbed in 1988.
Sure, I mean, so it would seem. So it would seem. My question about the whole thing is, okay, obviously box plus minus is not dependent on your stats, right? That's just dependent on your impact, right? When you're on and off the floor. So obviously they didn't have that metric then, but in hindsight, Mike had the best one in the league. That was obviously I get what they're saying about oh my god he can guard, but arguably his impact was there immeasurably. I'm not saying Hakeem shouldn't have won that because we all know at this point he's a top 10 defender unequivocally
of all time.
Yeah, I mean we've done the research. Like he was like my second or third best defender of all time behind like Bill Russell and like I think Ben Wallace was up there. But like I know if they were only going by stats then, specifically blocks and like steals, so it's tough. But I think a lot of that shit, not to get off topic, but a lot of that shit was like Alvin Robertson's numbers were also crazily skewed, like the season before and like the 3 seasons after of like steals like at home. If you look at them, like 4 steals a game. It was like
Travis, the hardest part is that you had people voting who couldn't even watch the game. They was dependent on looking at the stats to see who they think. I mean, if you was in Seattle and it was a Tuesday game, Chicago versus Miami, where Miami wasn't it, well, Chicago versus any team, Dallas, they couldn't even watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
So they were dependent on that box score to tell them what type of defense he played, how many steals and blocks he had. They were dependent on that stuff. It's not like today where you got NBA League Pass and all these channels where you can watch every game is available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were dependent on the newspaper to tell them who did the best.
Yeah. So we should take, like I always said, we should take the human element out of it. Like, why don't we just do that?
Because some people wouldn't win awards.
It's facts, I guess.
I mean,
shout out Wimby.
I believe Joker should be a 2-time MVP, but I actually think the last 2 he should have won. This season and the season Embiid won. I think Joker should have won it that year.
Yeah. A broken Klay Thompson.
Let's go ahead and discuss what Reggie Reg got to say this time.
All right, y'all. So I don't know if y'all can hear me. I had a little bad internet. My bad. All right, so it says, I love this pick for the Lakers. A rookie coach, a 6'1" shooting guard, possibly a broken Klay Thompson. This is gonna be new. This is gonna be my new favorite reality show. Shout out to Reggie Reg. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Reggie,
it's definitely gonna be entertaining. It's definitely gonna be entertaining.
I don't think Klay Thompson is broken. I think he was upset all of last year with the Golden State Warriors. I think it got to him.
Bring him to the Lakers.
And I think him moving on is actually going to help him. He still shot, 38, 39% from the 3 last season?
Yeah.
18, 19 points? I mean...
Imagine him playing with LeBron James. He's getting more wide open looks.
Hey, Ishmael, Malachi does not want the link. He's asking for the link now because he knows we do not put the link up right now. He knows when we put up the link, and that's why he said he had to go to work 10 minutes ago. Why is he still asking for the link? If you got to go to work, go to work. I'm sorry your life is so pathetic. You work on a Sunday morning, afternoon, that you couldn't even do nothing in your life to earn enough seniority to have a Sunday afternoon off. You got to go to work, and you're begging to be on GOAT James Kingdom before you go to work. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Forged.
Got no time for you, Sesky Jeffries.
Yeah, it's it's the same thing. They ask for the link and then it drops, and they have Chipotle to worry about, or like they have the dry cleaning. They're going to work. It's always something. Their bitch asses never want to come up here and get flamed in person. It's the same thing every week. Don't be surprised.
It's the facts.
What do you want to talk about? Put it in the chat, and
let's see what you want to talk about. No. Watch this. I'm going to put the link up, and only Malachi can join. Only Malachi can join.
Just bring
Here it is. The link is up. Only Malachi. Show up, Malachi. You said you got 19 minutes. You heard he said I got 19 minutes. We're going to give you 5 minutes of that 19 to prove your point.
Oh, yes, fresh meat. Let's go.
Let's come.
Come on, hurry up.
And while we doing that, Travis, did I hear when I returned back on, you were talking about Alvin Robinson steals? You didn't see what happened to Pee Wee Herman on Friday night? You want to talk about Alvin Robinson steals?
No. What I'm saying is, like, that chart that we initially looked at.
Hello?
Like,
Here we go. Malik is in the building, y'all. He said he got 19 minutes. Malik is in the building. So, I mean, not Malik. Malachi. Here we go, ladies
Yep.
and gentlemen. So Malachi, you say you want to debate us. What is it exactly you want to debate?
Well, I want to debate if LeBron had help in 2017 in the finals against the Warriors.
He didn't because he was facing the 2017 Warriors.
Wait, but hold up. Like that's not what the stats told me though.
What did the
Well, the
stats
stat
say? What did the
the
stats
stat
say?
said, the stat said Curry and Kyrie
Mm-hmm.
both averaged 29 points per game.
Okay.
Draymond and
Uh-huh.
J.R. Smith both averaged 11 points per game.
Okay.
Kevin Love and Clay averaged 16 points per game,
Okay.
and LeBron and Kevin Durant averaged 35 points per game. But somehow the Cavs got gentlemen swept.
How many points did the Cavaliers average and how many points did the Warriors average?
I just told you.
No, you didn't. You gave us 5 players on each team. What were the Cavaliers average and what were the Warriors average?
Malachi, do you realize basketball is more than about scoring points, right?
I can hear you
No,
pulling up the
no.
webpage
Let's
right
forget
now.
he said the points, but why did he stop at 5 players? The Warriors had more than 5 players. He said the Cavaliers had a team. A team isn't 4 players. You name LeBron James 4 teammates versus Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant's 3 teammates. Where are the other players? Where's the help that LeBron's supposed to have to win? If that's the case, if they were even with those 5 teams, how did they lose?
Is he typing?
You're probably trying to figure out.
You don't know what the
Oh,
score.
I'm
You
not
don't know
sure.
what the average. You don't know what the average score was. Oh, he lost himself. Hold on. Let's get him back
But
here. What
my
was
bad,
the
my Wi-Fi
average
got
score? What was the average score for the Warriors that series, and what was the average score for the Cavaliers that series?
well. The Cavs outscored the Warriors, so like the Cavs throughout that series had 483 points, while the Warriors had 463. But
What
somehow,
was the average?
just bring it up to me because like if when I try looking it up, like I get like my Wi-Fi cut off. Just look it up for me.
Look it up for you. You are supposed to have this information available for you. We don't look up information for our opponents. Our opponents are supposed to have the information for us. Now you ask me something and watch me give you the information you're looking for.
I mean, it's there. You just have to look.
I know, but my Wi-Fi gonna get cut off if I.
All
You're
right.
about to get cut off because you got to go to work. I don't want you being late because you can't lose your job proving yourself wrong on Goat James Kingdom.
So Golden State averaged 121.6 and Cavs 114.8.
So how did the
Okay.
Warriors? So how did the Cavs score more points than the Warriors? Why did you lie on Goat James Kingdom on a Sunday afternoon while we're doing the Lord's work?
Bro, are you
Because
serious right now?
listen, if they both played 5 games and the Warriors got outscored by the Cavs, there is no way the Warriors won 4 of those 5 games.
But how
The
come
War,
but if
huh?
LeBron's so great, how come he let the Warriors beat him in the finals?
He didn't let the Warriors beat him in the finals. You were supposed to prove that LeBron James' teammates were good enough to beat the 2017 Warriors. You have yet to prove that.
Well, I just told you
Hold on,
the start.
Malachi. Let me ask you this simple question: how did Jordan let Boston beat them in the playoffs?
Well, Jordan have no help. And Boston
Oh,
was a super team. Who
okay.
look,
How did
look,
Jordan let the Pistons constantly beat them in the playoffs?
the same thing. No help.
No help. Okay.
But
And
I'm
why
not
did
Jordan
'19.
fan,
LeBron
child.
James lose? And why did LeBron James lose versus Golden State?
Well, he's not a winner. He's a ball hog.
Okay, that's why. Okay, and Jordan's not a ball hog, and Jordan won all the time, but he lost. Do you realize
Yep.
how that doesn't
And
make any sense?
LeBron is forced us in the finals, bro.
And
Why
Jordan
he
got
scored?
Okay.
and Jordan got 3 first round losses. LeBron don't have that.
I mean,
Well,
so okay,
LeBron got three sweeps though.
okay. So
Jordan was swept
Malachi,
twice in
so
the
are
first
you
round.
saying that it's better to lose in the first round than in the finals?
I mean, like it's safer.
Just say yeah.
Okay, is it better to lose in the first round than the finals? I don't know what that supposed to mean. It's safer.
I'll say
What's
yeah,
that mean?
yeah.
Is safer?
It is
What it means
like
is
I mean,
safer?
like it's more embarrassing to like lose in the finals because that's like the bigger
Why?
stage. because it's the bigger stage.
It's embarrassing to lose in the last game of the season than in the first
Yeah,
round.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah, because
because
So
when you
it's
why?
the
lose, because when you
it's the
lose in the
Explain.
bigger
first
Explain
round,
stage.
why.
when you lose
It's
in
the
the
Explain
first
why.
bigger
round, you're
stage.
not
Bro.
good enough.
So the Dallas Mavericks had a more embarrassing season than the Los Angeles Lakers had this year.
Yeah, exactly because they went.
You
Look,
have to,
the Lakers had an
gotta keep
end
going with the
season
flow.
banner, bro.
Hold on,
What's the
hold
end
on.
season
John, what
banner?
did you just ask this dude? What did you just ask him?
I asked him, did the Dallas Mavericks had a more embarrassing season than the Los Angeles Lakers this
They
NBA
did.
He
season?
said
He
yes.
said
They
he said
Yeah,
did.
you
yes.
got to keep it
They
going.
did. They went
He
to the
has to
finals,
keep
bro.
it going.
Malachi, who's your goat?
I don't have a goat, but like my favorite player is Steph Curry.
Okay,
Why
Okay,
forget
Uh,
not?
who do
the
you think
Jordan.
is
I
the
was gonna say
greatest
I'm a,
player of
I'm a
all
LeBron
time?
James goat guy now. If you would
I
have said
think the
Jordan.
best. I think the best player of all time is Jordan.
Okay,
Why?
so I'm a LeBron James goat guy
Okay.
now, just because of your stupidity.
Wait, what?
Okay. Malachi, explain
You
why
realize
Bill
LeBron
Russell is
led
not the
both teams
GOAT.
in assists that series, right?
Wait,
With
wait, wait,
10 and his own team. How is he a ball hog? He averaged a
wait,
triple
wait.
double that series.
Wait, what happened?
He averaged a triple double that
He
series.
averaged a triple. He had 10 assists a game that series.
Wait,
How was
what?
he a ball
Wait,
hog?
you talking about LeBron
Ah,
average triple
Yeah,
ah,
double?
that very series where he said he was a ball hog. Then that's why I didn't win.
ah.
The Cavs were
He averaged a
21st
triple
defensive
double.
rating. They were dog water defensively.
Well,
That's why they lost that series. And the Warriors
well,
were the
okay.
best team ever assembled.
Look. Explain this. How is he averaging? He's averaged a triple double, but his ass still lost.
Because the team that he's playing against was better than his team. The same
He
way
was
Jordan was
literally
averaging
carrying them
Nah,
to trash
look.
team.
45,
Nah,
and Jordan still okay. Hold on,
look.
wait. How do you? Hold on,
No,
wait. Malachi, no,
let
no,
me
no,
explain.
Malachi,
Let me explain.
Malachi, Malachi,
Look,
Malachi. Hold on, wait, no, Malachi. You asked the question, we answered it. How did Jordan lose, averaging 45 points per game?
because he had no help. Look what's in his roster, bro. He had, he had, he had George Gervin, bro. He literally
Hey,
had no help.
George
hey, hey,
Gervin.
hey,
So
Willie,
you're
don't
saying
Okay,
get
that
him
well,
off
he
the
scored every point that year, in which they averaged like what 109 points per game. So
Like
Mike was averaging.
if you scoring if he averaging 45 points per game with no help, if you averaging 45 points per game, bro, like that's clearly carrying. Like that
okay.
it's most likely means you got no help.
So if you're leading your team in every offensive and defensive analytic, what do we call that? Not carrying.
No, that like it depends on the context, and it depends on like what teammates you got.
Why do you put context to Jordan's 45 points?
I did.
Why is it automatic that no, you didn't. You just said it's automatic. If somebody's scoring 45 points per game, they're doing everything for their team to win. There's no context in that. Or is he scoring 45 points per game because he doesn't care about his teammates? Because when it was game 3 and they needed to win a game, he went and scored 19 points and fouled out of the game.
Exactly, just like LeBron did. He shot like he was hella
No,
inefficient in the
when did
20.
LeBron James get fouled out of an elimination game? When?
I didn't say he get fouled out. I said he was inefficient.
Okay, that's not the same thing. No. I said your boy Wynn had 19 points and fouled out of a game. We brought up nothing about efficiency. Your boy had bad efficiency games and still won the series because he had a team that helped him win. Had nothing to do with it. When Jordan played bad, his team helped him win. Jordan playing great, the greatest Jordan ever played, led to a sweep.
Oh
That's
wait,
facts.
so that means no excuse for LeBron then.
We don't have excuses for LeBron. We just told you
Well, who
LeBron
made
James just
excuse
didn't
for
have the better
LeBron? He just
team.
Yes,
lost.
No,
yes, I
we don't.
do.
He just
Yes, I do.
lost. We
All
don't
right,
have
then.
no
It's,
excuse. You
all right,
have an excuse for Jordan. You said
then
Jordan didn't
we-
have enough help.
look,
You said Jordan didn't have enough help.
hey, let me talk. Let me
Not even
talk.
talking.
Let me talk. Who fault was it?
Let him
Who,
talk
who
so I can ask him a question. Go ahead and get it out so I can ask you a question.
all right? Who fault was it in the 2011 finals? Like, why did they lose?
The coach, bad
No,
coaching.
I
no,
mean,
look, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. LeBron had 8 points in Game 4.
Dallas was no. Dallas was the better.
that was a
Dallas
better
no.
team.
Dallas was the better team. Dallas was the
No,
better
no, it
team.
wasn't.
You
No,
can't.
no, it wasn't.
Yes,
Who
they
they have in
were.
Dallas?
Yes, they
They had
were.
an old, they had an old ass Jason Kidd.
How
Jason
about
Kidd.
this? Oh wait. You went that. Wait. You went down the list of 5 players in 2017. Do the same thing for 2011. Go ahead, do it for us, please. Show us what the Heat scored for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top scores on both sides, like you did when you did in 2017. Do us that, please. Since you're googling and you're such a good researcher, do it.
I can't do it, or else my wife I
So
gonna
Okay.
then,
take.
no, see,
He,
you
he
can't.
can't.
So
He can't.
because again,
I'm just
you
saying.
don't want you
I'm
don't
just
want to
saying. Look,
stick to the same thing.
I,
Brandon, you
look,
said you had a question for him.
Okay,
Go ahead,
yeah,
ask him
let
a
me ask you
question,
a
Brandon.
question.
it
Go
seemed
Okay,
like
ahead.
wait. Oh my goodness.
Malachi, what would you call the greatest NBA season of all time
The
for a
like
player?
which
Was
is
it
the greatest NBA
was it
season of all time?
yeah, yeah, was it the 1988 when Jordan won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year?
The fake
Uh,
season, fake stats seasons.
to be honest, I think it's Magic Johnson's in 1980.
Say why?
Oh, shit. Yeah, probably
Why?
yeah. It's because like he was a rookie and he won like the finals and he won our finals MVP.
I knew he was
Okay,
gonna
all
say
right,
that.
all right, all right, okay, all right. That don't even make any
He
sense.
didn't even
All
win. He
right,
didn't even win Rookie of the
so
Year.
okay. So let me get to I'll figure you say 1988, but you did. But who had a better which was worse?
Malcolm, that's not even
The
top 10.
Bulls losing to the Pistons, or the Pistons losing in the finals, in the playoffs. Which one was more embarrassing?
Wait, what was the first one? The Bulls losing to the Pistons, and what was the other one?
And the Pistons losing in the finals in Game 7. Which one is more embarrassing?
Pistons losing the finals in Game 7
Why?
because that's the biggest stage
Who had a better season?
out of the Pistons and Bulls.
Yeah, who had a better season?
The Pistons because they went to the finals. They went further than the Bulls.
You just contradicted yourself, my guy.
So
How'd I do?
your best
He
team.
really did. He really
So
did.
so
No.
being oh wait, so having the most embarrassing moment doesn't mean that you're the worst player. You still can be better even with the worst embarrassing moment. Correct?
I didn't say that.
That's what you just said.
You
No, I
just
didn't
said
say
it.
that. No,
You
I
said
didn't say
wait.
that.
You said losing in the finals is the biggest stage show. It's more embarrassing than if you lost in the first round. And you
Yes.
just stated so that means okay. So that but you also just stated that Detroit had a better season than Chicago in 1988 because
Oh
why?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Because they went. To the,
but they had the
they
most
went to the
embarrassing
finals.
moment. They lost in the finals. They had the most embarrassing moment. The Bulls didn't
Yeah,
lose in the finals.
but they had a better
Okay.
season than the Bulls.
Okay, so that
Okay.
proves my point. You can have the more embarrassing moment, but still be the better team and still have the better season. Correct?
Yeah, just like LeBron in
Okay.
2011.
So the most embarrassing moment means nothing.
I mean, like it depends on the contest.
So,
No,
Malcolm, you said the
the
Mavs
only
were
context.
worse.
Listen, no. Don't say it only represents on the context. Just say it only represents if it's LeBron, because the context means if it's LeBron or not. That's your context. You want to say whether it's LeBron or not, because you have a different measurement and a different standards for LeBron compared to everyone else.
I do, because he's the
Okay,
worst super. He,
You just said
thank you,
it's worse.
thank you,
You just said
thank
it's
you,
worse to lose in the finals
thank you,
than the first
yeah,
round,
it
right?
is.
thank you,
It is.
thank
Yes,
you.
So how is it better to lose in the finals than the second round?
how is it
Explain
better
that.
to lose? I didn't say it was better to
Lose.
lose in the finals.
So is which one is better? Lose. I'm gonna ask you again because last time you said the first round. Which one is better, to lose in the first round or to lose in the finals? Which one?
To lose in the first round,
Okay. All
at least.
right. So we understand this. So you're talking about LeBron's six final losses like it's a negative, but actually it's a positive when he made it there instead of losing prior, right?
I didn't say that.
It's a positive to lose in the finals than the first round, right?
So, Malcolm, you said that
Yeah.
the Mavericks had a worse season than the Lakers this year,
You
right?
already know that. You already know that. You already know that. It's already gonna happen. Welcome to the exposure.
You
You
said
have
that,
not been
right?
exposed.
Wait, what was the question?
You said that the Mavericks this year had a worse season than this year's Lakers, right? By your standards, or more embarrassing? You said.
He said that. That's what he said.
Who
He's a
had a
Stephen
better
Curry
season?
fan.
We said
He's
that.
Do
Who
you
had a
want
Stephen
better
to
Curry
season?
Lakers
fan.
were
What do
more
y'all
Who had a
expect?
better
dignified.
season?
do you
The,
want to
the
change?
But
Lakers
look,
had a more
hold
dignified
on,
season.
Let me talk. Let me talk real quick. Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. We want to say this. This is good.
All right. Okay. Okay. So how is LeBron the GOAT if he has a losing record?
But you just said it's a positive to make it to the finals.
It depends on the contest. LeBron wasn't no positive. It's because he was on the super team. Look, he was on the super team. Been in super teams all them 10 finals and lost 6 of them.
He
So
was on
that's
a super team
Okay.
in
embarrassing.
Oh,
'07.
okay. Explain how the 2018 was a super team that he made it to the finals with the Cavs. Explain
No,
that
I
one
didn't.
first.
Well, LeBron had Kevin Love on his team, which made the
Okay.
All
in
Star team,
2007.
averaging a
Okay.
double double.
Okay, so that's a super team.
Yes,
Okay, explain how the Bulls were not a super team with Scottie Pippen and Jordan.
it's not a super team. Wait.
That's
I changed my mind. I changed my mind. Like the
you change
2018
your
wasn't
mind.
a
Okay,
super team.
okay, okay, okay. You change
It
your mind.
wasn't.
Okay.
It
Explain how the
wasn't a super team.
2007 team was a super team.
That was a super team either. I was wrong about
Okay,
2007 and
okay,
2018.
You just said
all right,
all time.
all
But
right,
they both
all
were
right.
good teams.
Okay,
They were good teams.
yeah, they're a good team. Explain how the 2020 Lakers was a super team.
Well, LeBron had AD,
Mm-hmm.
Rondo,
hmm
Dwight Howard, um, Danny Green, JaVale.
Okay,
They had all the players. But that
okay. Explain
2020
how
only,
the okay. That's where I understand. Explain how the 1998 Bulls were now a super team.
the 1998 Bulls wasn't a super team.
Yeah,
They
explain
were
why they were not a super team.
they were a super team.
Oh, so the Bulls were super teams too.
Yeah.
Was the '99 Lakers a super team?
99 Lakers was a super team.
Yes,
No,
was.
no.
Everybody's super team.
Why didn't they have like 3 All-Stars?
If I believe if a team has more than two All Stars, then that's a super team.
Lakers then,
Like
99. Go ahead.
98,
So
97
so
Lakers. 98 Lakers, I
so
mean. And
Van
99.
so
Exel, Eddie
that's
Jones, and Shaq, or not Shaq, but so
So he said that 60-win Atlanta team who had
yes,
four
was a
All
super
Stars
so
who
they were
got
a
super
super
team.
team.
So
swept the
name,
And
oh wait,
LeBron beat
so
them.
was a
name the
super
super,
team.
name the super team Michael Jordan beat.
name the super team Michael Jordan beat. Okay.
hmm
The Pistons.
No, they didn't have more than two All Stars. They didn't even have when they did. Jordan didn't beat
Dennis
them.
Rodman, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars,
They
They
weren't
were
All
not
Stars.
All Stars. They weren't All Stars when he beat them in
Bill
1990,
Lambeau.
89.
They
Nope,
weren't.
in 89, 90, 80. I mean 1990. I mean in 91, none of those guys were All Stars.
91.
91. Damn.
Yeah.
Name a super team LeBron beat.
The Atlanta Hawks,
The
the
Atlanta,
Golden,
what?
the Golden State Warriors,
2012
The Warriors?
Celtics.
The Celtics.
the
You said
2012
you.
Celtics, the
But
2011 Celtics.
I'm talking about without a super team though.
You
LeBron
said
had super teams.
I didn't
you
say
said
without. Why,
Atlanta
who
Hawks.
said it without a super
Okay,
team? You. Why are
so
you adding criteria? We just asked you
Malcolm,
if
you know
Jordan
that
beat a super team.
I know,
Steph
but
And
Curry
wait,
had like
and wait a minute. The 2016 Cavaliers had one All Star, so they're not a super team.
the 2016 Cavs.
Yes,
Yep,
they only
one
had
All
one
Star.
All
That's
Star.
LeBron James.
That was it.
Well, you can't say the same for the Warriors because they didn't have. They only had two All Stars too.
They had three All Stars: Klay
Right?
Thompson, Draymond Green, and Stephen Curry all made the All Star game that year. In
In
fact, they had three.
2016,
They had three All NBA players. Name me the time Jordan beat a team with three All NBA players.
Curry's the MVP too.
Unanimous.
yeah, I
Unanimous.
know.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta start working
I
out.
mean, I mean,
I got.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
you got cooked, my guy.
You learned
It's all right
something
though.
today, buddy. You
I
learned
like you guys
something
today.
today.
It was getting too hot for him.
McDonald's
Yeah.
Wi-Fi that'll get you every time.
Hey, that Wi-Fi thing is a terrible thing.
Where do you get these? It's dude, John. It's like every time one of these clowns come up, it's only the Jordan or like Curry or Kobe, JD or DRs. That's it.
No,
Like
You know what?
it's
You
making
know
me
what?
think that LeBron is actually either the GOAT or has the most logical fan base. I might have to reconsider. It's just so.
You know the funny thing about it is just Travis is a Jordan Kobe guy, and he loves when they come up here so he could just
yes,
destroy
he
them.
does.
It's so
That's
funny.
that's just so funny. Like you're just gonna do it because you enjoy it, even though you think Kobe and LeBron, I mean Jordan and Kobe are your guy. You're just gonna do it. You're
Yeah.
just gonna do it.
You can't not roast stupidity. I don't care what form it comes in.
He's still posted, but he had to work.
He was in the Starbucks parking lot. That's
You know, well, I'm happy somebody actually came on and tried.
oh.
They came on and tried. Even
Paul
though he's
Gasol
wrong.
You're
get
right,
up
Willie.
there.
Willie, you right, Willie. Willie, you are the best, Willie. You still gave us the greatest moment ever.
Yes,
You
yes.
still, you right. None of them can fuck with you, Willie. None of them can fuck with you, Willie.
Hey, he
That's
said
a fact.
there was no crime here in Chicago when the
None.
Bulls was playing.
Not just in Chicago, in the nation.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
'cause Jordan, it was nationwide. It was nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
Oh
Everybody
man.
stopped to watch Jordan.
Where'd you dig that guy up? That was classic.
He was waiting for the link. I've been told him he should show up. He says that he wants to show up. He wants to cook, and they do this. Look, they're safe in the comments. I'll cook
I'll
you.
cook you. Willie, call it a day, man.
No,
I love Willie. I
Willie.
love
The
your
next
energy.
time,
Willie was
Willie.
actually one of the best fans ever because he was the most energetic. I love his drip, but like Willie, you're basic. You basic with your knowledge. Come on.
Yeah.
Man, if we could have Willie on every show, I'll be happy. That guy's hilarious. Willie is hilarious.
LeBron can't sell shoes.
Oh my God, son. These guys are the best, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Y'all make sure y'all hit them like buttons. Hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel. Y'all know we about to do special things for all our members. We always doing big things here in GOAT James Kingdom. We asked y'all in the polls about Bronny's career. Let's see what the votes is so far. You guys are hilarious right now. So a lot of y'all got Bronny coming off the bench and being a starter or a solid role player. So I think Bronny's gonna do well, but what would be his impact on the Lakers? Is he gonna?
I had a question for you there, AJ.
Well, this year,
What is I know they had to finalize the roster right at like a certain point before the season, right? But I mean, he's not guaranteed a spot there, right?
No,
Bronny,
he's still got to make the team. He still got to make the team. Yeah, he still got to make the team. Now, I think Summer League starts July 12th, if I'm correct, or in the beginning of July. So we're gonna see him play in Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. Yeah,
just up the road.
We're gonna get a chance to see him play then. So we'll see what he can do then. But he, like everybody says, they believe that he's gonna be a good 3-and-D guy, that he can shoot the 3 ball, and he's athletic enough and smart enough to play good defense, which is what the Lakers need. So if
that's what the Lakers need.
They need a 3-and-D guy. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping it's not coming from a 19-year-old, but we need somebody.
Wait, if AD can play what was it, like 70 plus odd games against 76 games, like they're in good shape. We know LeBron's gonna do his thing, but it's just like it's how good are you gonna be? What's JJ Redick gonna bring? Are they gonna take him seriously? Are they gonna buy into whatever he says, or are they just gonna write him off like they have like losing streak?
Have y'all really seen JJ Redick talk and speak and carry himself? JJ Redick is not the type of person that accepts disrespect. Like he's not like somebody, like he's not like, he knows how to carry himself. He understands who he is, and he knows how to stand up for himself. He's gonna be calling out LeBron and AD. It's gonna be a totally different locker room. Yeah. It's gonna be different, bro.
Like JJ Redick, he's always been an asshole, so he's not gonna allow someone to basically disrespect him. As plus, LeBron, whoever LeBron follows, they're gonna follow. LeBron's gonna follow JJ because they think it's gonna be all on him. So LeBron's gonna follow JJ, so the team's gonna follow. That's just
I just
how it
want to
works.
see like their
They follow the
chemistry
leader.
guys if they have like a rough start to the season. I want to see what happens there.
I don't think JJ coaches that he's gonna worry about getting fired. I think that's what Darvin Ham was doing. He was worried about.
Yeah, Darvin Ham definitely worried about getting fired.
So wouldn't you?
He coached like that. So I don't think JJ's going to coach like that, worried about getting fired at all.
I think what would be helpful if they actually bring in Rondo as assistant coach. Because
that's the thing, right? They're gonna hire his assistant.
That's what they heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah, they're hiring his assistant. And Rondo's in it. Rondo's involved. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those are two strong voiced guys. Literally, like
and in practice, mind you, these are guys that while you're in practice, they can show you and run with it. They can run. And so when Rondo is telling you what you should be doing versus a screen and roll or a certain situation defensively, he could go on the court during practice and be like, no, you need to do this. You need to cut, like, you know what I'm saying? JJ can say, no, you need to do this when you want to catch this shoot. Like, they can legitimately be on the court with the guys. Darvin Ham wasn't doing that. Darvin Ham definitely didn't have the attitude that JJ Redick has, because JJ's not going to repeat himself. If JJ tells you something and you were supposed to say, yo, I understand, and then you did the opposite, he's going to be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's that, like, we all see JJ Redick. We see how when they put pressure on him when he was talking about Kuzi, how he didn't back down. He's not gonna back down. He's not one of those guys, and he's very smart. So,
but none of that matters because it's Biscayne in June. Like,
bang, baby, Biscayne in June. Listen, Jimmy's coming back. Don't get us started on that.
Gave
We
Bam
should
that
have
bag.
we should have drafted Bronny. We should have drafted Bronny. Shit.
No, you'll
But
draft some good players. Don't worry.
but do you guys believe that what's the name Bob Levy said that Clutch Sports was basically telling other teams do not draft Bronny to leave him alone.
They were saying that like that's basically what Rich Paul was saying when he went on Gil's podcast. He's making sure he get to the right place that he
Of
wants him to
course, you know
be.
the strings were
And
pulled.
apparently that was only the Lakers.
That's why he only worked out for the Suns and the Lakers. So, I mean, you knew it was going to be going with Dad, so he wouldn't have to trade and like do all this stuff. I don't care because it's going to be great to see the only father-son duo ever besides like Griffey's.
Imagine how much pressure that puts on them boys on that team now. Because now if you let Bronny outshine you in practice,
If he
all these
outworking them,
That's
outwork
good.
you.
Outworking
That's
them
what I'm
in practice.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
that's the thing.
That's gonna be good for the Lakers.
Yeah.
They're gonna have some. It's forget. Oh, LeBron is out here 39 doing this. That's the GOAT. We can't really we can't beat LeBron.
It's gonna be
then
fun to see like how far
if his son showing up at the games at 2 a.m. instead of at 5 p.m. like the rest of these do, he's there at 2 p.m. and he's out there working with his father and he's out here working and doing all this other stuff. How's that gonna look if you're on the roster? If you're Gabe Vincent, if you're
you're at
Austin
the club
Reeves,
and Bronny's in the gym.
No.
oh,
It's gonna be great.
that's gonna.
I
Oh
mean,
my God.
Kobe style.
Imagine if Bronny shooting 40% from the 3-point line because he's wide open. Imagine that. Imagine how much hate he's going to get for hitting wide open jumpers.
Zero
Wide
chance
open
he
threes.
does that.
And wait till that
Oh my God.
Why
Wait till
does
that
he
corner
attack?
three. Wait till that corner three he makes at the end of the game that helps the Lakers win the game.
Wait till the first lob from LeBron to Bronny. The first
Bronny
lob,
finals
like,
MVP.
go get that. Oh my God.
No, I can't wait for the first lob from LeBron
Oh,
to Bron.
Wait a minute. What if Bronny joins the slam dunk contest? Oh.
What if they trade Bronny to the Wizards?
What if Michael Jordan and the Charlotte Hornets trade for Bronny?
Yes, if Mike comes out of retirement, they win a chip. The rest of I want to hear Mike about the fake stats. I want to hear a comment on that. He can't stay hidden forever. I want to hear him say, "What if?" Like,
Travis,
you're not-
did you watch the game?
Yes,
You watched the Boston game.
I did.
Okay, so what was your results? How many steals did you accredit to Michael
So
Jordan?
the whole thing, I watched that game, and I watched like a lot of the ones that FYF was putting up too.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, I get what everyone's saying. Like, there was times where it was, it's tough to where, like, a couple of them were blatant. Like, it was the one, like, on, who got somebody got a blatant tip and Mike got the credit for steal, like, one of their centers, I think, like, a Cartwright or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike got it, but some of them were close, but I can see where, like, there could be some mistakes made, but sometimes it seemed pretty blatant. Or, like, Mike was just in the area and he got a ball that was tipped and like not really even a question. So, and like you're right, the letter of the law says, hey, the guy who caused that turnover or initiated it, he gets credit for the steal. A lot of times it didn't happen. So I mean, like I said, I'm not opposed to readjusting my things like that, but like it would be such a huge undertaking to kind of comb through all these things for everyone and be like, yes, here's the official stats. But obviously, we could see that there was a lot of
cooking.
A lot of inaccuracies.
The stat keeper was wearing an apron.
He was wearing a Jordan jersey.
Johnny, do his stats impact you at all in his ranking? What he did in those seasons?
Because yes, for
So the
some
only-
reason.
Why?
Because all of those guys now are going to be under
so
question.
the only real stats
the
that
whole
they
era.
impact me on is like obviously is like PER, but that doesn't really matter to me. So I mean, obviously though, it's like they would also ranking like my ranking
PER
for
matters,
Jordan.
Travis. PER matters
Yes,
the most,
it matters,
Travis.
but also it matters for my ranking Jordan defensively all the time because I use things like that, like block percentage and steal percentage and steals overall to rank him defensively. So he would drop for me defensively. He's not an top 10 all-time defender by any measure right now. It would be guys that I had below him, like Scottie Pippen is now above him. Guys like Tony Allen is above him. and like guys who are more cerebral defensively, because stats aren't everything, and you can tell what's a good defender. Like that's why Kawhi was so good, even though he's never going to win a steals award, because he was great at locking down a guy legitimately.
Sounds like the best
Yeah.
guard, shot
Well,
blocking
it's-
guard is Dwayne Wade.
yeah, just like Kobe, he was
Or
great
Gervin.
defensively, but it would never show on the box score how good of a
Well,
defender
yeah,
Kobe
no,
was.
for sure. Kobe had a lot of the same habits, but no, Kobe was especially for that era where you had a lot of more
Yeah.
elite guards coming in, and he had to exert energy on both ends every night.
Mhm.
I think Kobe is a little bit underrated defensively as far as like the stats go. You can see that reflected by how many defensive
You
selections.
you know you know the thing was, I'm a Vince Carter fan, and every time Vince Carter and Kobe played, Kobe outworked them all the time, offensively and defensively. So what I seen Kobe do compared to my favorite player in the league, like I know Kobe was a really good defender, and it's hard to do both. It's hard to be the best scorer on the team and the best defensive player on the team, and it's kind of hard for me to put Jordan above Kobe in that instance because I never really seen Jordan
Well, here's
do
the thing.
that on a nightly basis
I
like
think
Kobe
Jordan
did.
was a good defender. I think was a great defender, but like it, I think
Yeah.
that the stats were a little quick. But I think that the stats also show, like the advanced stats, that he had a great impact defensively. I don't think that, and like you said, it's super hard to be the alpha on both ends consistently.
Mhm.
That's why
Right.
guys like LeBron, Wilt, Mike, Kobe, all these different guys, Wade for a while, were, and it's so hard. It's so hard to be like that guy when you don't have to defer to one guy on either end or you don't have that option. That's why they're top 10 players like Hakeem,
Yeah.
David Robinson, Kareem for team.
Mhm.
That's why they're the best players ever, because they're the
So
best
good.
two-way players ever. That's how you should rank them.
Yeah, that's
Travis.
why I have Kobe is third because I really never seen another player other than LeBron, Jordan at times be that great throughout the entire game. And those are like the top three, but going by the all-time greatest for their careers, like Kobe's not up there. But
Mhm.
just from me watching the game, Kobe Bryant was so good and what he did on the
Yeah.
basketball court,
Kobe, in my opinion,
you
would be the
cannot
GOAT if he had better
duplicate
shot
it.
selection. If he had a little bit better shot selection, a little bit more discipline, he would be the GOAT in my eyes, because I think he was robbed of a
I have a
couple
question for you,
MVPs.
Travis.
Sorry,
If that's
sorry,
the
twin
case,
man.
hold on, one second, twin man. Well, if that's the case, Kobe would not have averaged as much points if he would have been more efficient because he would have took less shots.
Well, he didn't need to. Like, he could control the game, like, in various ways, kind of like how LeBron would do. He didn't need to take 25, 30 shots a game to be effective. He
I
LeBron
mean,
was.
he did to like keep the defense on their heels. He had to be
Holy
aggressive.
crap.
Well, he had garbage roster sometimes too, for sure.
Yeah, he had to be aggressive, even when he did have guard roster. Like for instance, when he was in the finals versus Boston, he never played good versus Boston in the finals, but he had to be aggressive.
They were a top 5 defensive team though, too, all the time. I would say.
Yeah, but still, like he
Travis,
had to be
I have a
aggressive, and if
question
he
for you.
wasn't, I don't think they would have won.
It's a serious question, Travis. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready to come home, bro? Are you
I'm-
ready to come home?
My head is going toward the pillow. Yes,
Are
I'm
you,
ready.
are you ready to come home to the side of actual logic?
Just send me that split Miami
Common
Cleveland
goddamn
jersey.
sense. I honestly have to sit here and say, when y'all was talking to him, I literally got a headache listening to the dumb shit that came out of his mouth.
Oh my
He
God.
literally admitted, I hold LeBron James to a different standard than anyone else when it comes to playing in the games, bro.
That's
So
exactly what he
you
said.
basically admitted
That was
you're
in
biased.
between like the 6 or 7 contradictions that he also.
He was just up here. He was just up here.
It is better to lose in the
Somebody
finals.
said he got
There are
fired,
NBA
so
players-
he came back.
there are
He
NBA
got
players.
fired.
I think Tracy McGrady would trade his entire career for one finals appearance. You feel me, bro? I think Tracy
Everyone would.
McGrady would trade his entire career
So would
for
Stockton
one
and
finals
Malone.
appearance.
Or not finals.
I will
appearance.
Like to sit here and say it is better to lose in the first round or the second round and not get to the championship game of your sport.
So I
You
didn't believe
sound
you
like a
guys
goddamn
when you said that
fool.
people said that. I didn't believe it until I heard it live.
I
Somebody said
told you
that.
people said that shit.
People say a lot.
No, to be
They
fair
said a
to it, man.
lot.
Some there's some statements that you just gotta hear to believe that people actually say.
But
Like
come
like
on, Travis.
like Twin
Turn
Man.
around
Think
here
about
and
it.
tell me we gonna be lying, bro. I've told you, I've been over here. Oh, I'm not gonna say from day one, but I've been over here and I've heard that several times. It is better to lose early in the playoffs than it is to lose in the
That was
finals.
tough to
I'm like,
hear.
what the
Tough.
fuck? Are you,
We had
what
somebody
crap
tell us that on
are
the
they
first
smoking?
show.
Yeah,
On
our
our
first show.
first show. Our first show
Yes,
over 2 years ago, someone said this.
Yeah, because
Nah,
bro.
but
Like
y'all,
it
are
hurts
yeah,
more.
y'all
stupid.
He
can
said
come
it
on,
hurts more
y'all
to
can
lose
give
in the
Travis
finals.
some bail, man. Y'all
Then
can give
he
Travis
then
some
he had
bail.
the nerve to sit here and said LeBron James had a super team for every finals appearance he had. And I'm like, hold up, 2007,
No, he
2008,
recanted that. He recanted that. He recanted that.
2016.
Yeah, he
What do you,
recounted. Yeah, he said a lot of things he didn't
2015.
mean.
Everything he said,
2015.
he didn't
Did he
mean.
have a super team in the finals in 2015 when you lost Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving to injury? Was that a super team in the
Yeah,
finals,
plus
jackass?
he lost love in the first round.
Right. Like, what is wrong with these dudes? He literally sat here and said, I'm so biased. I
I thought it
hold
was second
LeBron
round.
James to a different standard than everybody else. So
He
that's
did.
why he can't do this,
He
that, and
Well,
the
yeah, because
third.
did.
they backed him
Dumber
into a
shit,
corner and were cooking him.
bro.
So
Travis,
it's
A
just
just
come on, bro.
corner. A
Come on,
corner.
bro.
We open up the platform to anybody who wants to speak to Brandon and I.
he
Do you
backed
guys,
himself into a
wait,
corner. So.
do you guys
Come home,
understand
bro. Just
do
come
you guys
home.
understand the amount of comments Brandon and I get on a day-to-day basis because of what we post? Like we got you
Right.
guys don't understand. This is why Goat James Kingdom is for. It's to allow people to come up and speak. We keep telling people this. This is what it's for. We don't have time to read your comments. We don't have time to argue with you all day. Come up here on a Sunday afternoon. You are off. We're doing the Lord's work. How can you deny the Lord? You got to be here on
I
Goat
just
James
got one
Kingdom on a
quick
Sunday
comment
afternoon. You
on
just got to
Bronny,
be
though.
here. Huh? Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
got one quick
Go ahead.
comment on the subject, though.
Go
I
ahead.
Go
was
ahead.
I was actually on a different platform talking to some people, and they were just basically trashing Bronny. Bronny's trash. He doesn't have the skill set, and and he's not going to be good in the NBA. And I asked one question and was called a simp for it. The only question I asked is, how the hell do y'all know when he's going to be in the NBA and he hasn't taken one NBA dribble? And then they sat here and said LeBron James and the Lakers have put him in an impossible situation because he has to be successful immediately. Why does he have to be successful immediately? I don't care if you're the number one pick or if you're the 55th pick. Every rookie needs some form of development in the NBA to adjust to the NBA grind. That's
I
just
mean,
what it is. And to
even LeBron
pretend
did.
like these
Even
people are
LeBron did.
Nostradamus
Yeah.
and are going to be able to tell you where Bronny James is going to be in the league and he hasn't taken one dribble yet, they sound fucking foolish.
You
His
know what they're
father
gonna do, Twin Man?
is the
You know
greatest
what they're gonna
basketball
do?
player of all time, and you have an entire organization around you. To sit here and pretend like this young man's not going to make something of himself in the league because you hate his daddy, that tells me you're an idiot. I'm sorry.
Now, what they're gonna
Right.
do is they're gonna wait until after his rookie season to declare that he's trash if he doesn't have a good rookie year. Like if he doesn't come out immediately smashing, they're gonna use that and be like, "Oh, look at this! Like he's gonna be trash. Like oh, they wasted a draft pick." That's all that
Now,
I'm predicting it right now. They're gonna say all that shit at the end of the year when we come back here next year for the summer at the end of the season. They're gonna say that exact same thing. So you already here first. Salute to everybody on the panel.
Well,
True.
that
Good
would
to
be
Well,
good.
dumb,
Twin Man,
bro.
all this, I think it's similar to what or Nomura just said. It's just a logical behavior because who his dad is. Like me personally, I haven't given this much coverage because I haven't given any late round, second round pick anyone coverage, regardless who their father is. I ain't do the same thing for Sharif when he got drafted. I ain't do the same thing for Scottie Pippen Jr. when he got drafted. Well, I'll do the same thing to Bronny Jr. Like it's just because people don't like his it's the sins of the father, it's sins of the son, punishment for the sins of the father. It's corny. It's corny.
Hmm.
Exactly, bro.
Oh
And
wait, hold
so
wait,
and
Sturdy. Oh,
so
Sturdy, you made a good point there.
no,
Wait a minute. Why can't LeBron develop Bronny like supposedly Michael developed Pippen? They weren't expecting Pippen to come out. They all called
nah,
Pippen the
nah,
pup,
I ain't
right?
doing that.
No, come on, come
I'm not
on,
entertaining those
man,
Jordan fans.
come
No, I'm not
on,
entertaining those Jordan
man.
fans. But
Yeah,
Okay,
it
no,
go ahead.
we
but
can't entertain
but
that.
no,
We can't let
no,
that happen.
it's to a level where like people are being disingenuous, even to the Lakers franchise organization. Like people saying the Lakers don't know how to develop talent. Last time I checked, they do. It's just what the Lakers do. They prioritize winning and headlines, so they trade their young talent. It don't mean they don't have a
Facts.
history of drafting young talent or developing young talent. The last time I checked, they wouldn't be able to acquire AD if they didn't draft majority of those guys and develop some majority of those guys. Last time I checked. So it just more so people
Facts.
just want to omit situation, omit like just commonality, and just toss all that to the side just for the emotional reaction. And me personally,
Right.
I'm not going to give this more credence just because he's LeBron James' son. Now, I will say this: it's dope that this is like the fifth time in history, in sports history, the fact that we have another father-son teammate duo, which is dope. And I think that should be more applauded than opposed to people trying to use Bronny as quote unquote nepotism. But let's be
So,
honest.
Sturdy, you're
I
saying
just for
Bronny's
yeah.
going to be like a 35 and 15 guy, like right off the bench? Is that
No, I'm personally saying I'm gonna give Bronny the same amount of attention I gave to every second round last pick, regardless who they are, little to none. Because like, let's be honest, like your expectations for your contribution to the team, it is relative to where you get picked in the draft. So all this hoopla over a late second round pick is pointless, in my opinion. But nevertheless,
Dude,
I think I think he does have a shot, and most importantly, he showed through all the scouts and other pro players. One of the biggest things he already shown is transparency and awareness. For him to say, a lot of people don't know, like majority of guys that get drafted to the league, they were star players on their team for majority, if not all, their amateur career, amateur collegiate career. So it's more so not just a physicality, but also mentality in terms of your ego. A lot of people don't become that number one, number two guy on their team. So that takes another mental adjustment. So for a guy like Bronny to be aware of who he is, to be aware of where silly is, that's to me that level of maturity is one of those intangibles that you simply can't coach.
low key? One moment I loved was when you saw his reaction to being drafted. That was a pretty cool moment. Like,
Yeah,
he was just kind of like in there, like straight ahead. Just a little bit of like, just, hey, like, can't believe it's happened kind of face. And like his family was in. It was a nice moment.
Yeah, I
on this
mean, you know what?
nepotism.
That should have been something we all realized because you know what? This time last year, he was guaranteed to be in the NBA.
Right.
It was like
Before he
it was
before he
no,
had the cardiac
yeah.
arrest.
So imagine he had the cardiac arrest, right? We don't know. He didn't know if he was going to be able to play basketball ever again,
Or live.
right? He or live again, right? He really right. You know that's really sad. And then now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, then he does make the NBA. He makes he gets drafted, and now he's going to be playing with his father. That means he knew how much it meant to his dad to play with his dad, right? Even though he wants to make a name for himself, he wants to kind of separate himself for his dad, but he does understand how much his dad wants that. So that was something that, like, all of that culminated in that look and that appearance he had. So let's let Ocho talk because Ocho showed up. He's been patient. Ocho, what do you think about the Lakers drafting Bronny and his impact for the Lakers this year and going forward?
I think any 55th draft pick shouldn't really be analyzed this way. I mean, I think it was an all right pick. But like my question for all the people that jumped on it with so much hatred, like so critical and just like they know everything. I just want to know like who was the 56th pick and who was the 53rd pick? Like who was drafted before and after him and why is Bronny not on their level? What makes those players that are right around him so much better? And nobody seems to be able to answer that. So it's like, y'all are literally
Yeah.
clouding this basketball analysis. I got to put that in quotes, even though it's just
Yeah.
pure LeBron hate. Y'all are letting the hate
Yeah.
for his father trickle down.
I will be fair. Like to answer your question, that pick, the 54 pick Boston took, that guy in particular, he's just more NBA ready. That makes sense. He's a good shooter, and as most importantly, he has experience playing on the stack team in college, so he'll be able to feel the Celtics better. But that's pretty much it. That's the only. To be honest with you, that's the only other second round guy I know. I'm not gonna lie. That's the honest.
So you can't say Bronny stopped anything because there's probably players before Bronny that same guy you're talking about should have been picked too as well. So why
That's my
picking
point.
on Bronny? Exactly. So that doesn't even matter. So we got a new gentleman up here. What up? Is it Sion? Thank you for joining us on the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We're here talking Bronny James and
Charles
Michael
Oakley.
Jordan's fake and we talking Jordan's fake stats. What you got for us on the topic, my man? Are you there? Can you hear us?
You talking to me?
Yes, he
Yeah,
talking
we
to you.
talking to you. Is your name Sion? I can't see your name, brother. Is it Sion?
No,
I
can't
can't
tired. It's Jamaican thing. It's a Jamaican.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go ahead, brother. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom. Thank you for joining us. What you got on the topic,
Yeah,
brother?
yeah. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. Big up everybody on the program. I want to ask But you think about it, right? You gotta realize the media will bill you and break you. You gotta understand that the media will bill you to break you, just like what they do LeBron James. Then bill him to break him because anytime you make him a decision and as a woman as a man, the media don't like that. I guess it's supposed to be suck up under the media and let him and I guess then go him start him tear down your character because ever since LeBron leave to go Miami, take his own career in his own hand, the media just start hate for nothing. They, if you realize, no, all the Jordan fans them bring up the same stats that the media spit out. They never come with nothing new. They just come with the same stats the media spit out. I don't want understand why they never even think of their own thing. They always say what the media say. They never come with their own facts. They just come with the media. Why all of us watch basketball, all of us have sense. So why listen what the media say and not watch the game for yourself?
They don't watch the games. They don't watch the games. Kyan, they don't watch it. They don't watch the games. The Jordan fans don't watch the games. They only watch LeBron James. They don't want to watch Michael Jordan. We told them to go watch Michael Jordan play. They refuse to go watch Michael Jordan. They don't watch the game. Like you said, they only watch ESPN highlights and the roundtable discussions every morning. And that's how they get their lies. And then they go round up with one another and they tell the best lies. So like you say, they let the media build you up. They give you all of this and then they tear down your character when they want to tear you down. Like you said, because you got a black man helping his son get drafted and become an NBA star. A billionaire black man at that. So you drop facts. Yeah, you dropped some facts. I know some people probably didn't understand them, but thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Are you in Jamaica? Are you in
Hey, Johnny,
Jamaica?
what was that? What was that?
No, people are saying that in the comments. People are asking. I see it in the comments, and I see it other. Are you in Jamaica?
No, at the moment I'm in St. Martin.
Are you in
There's
St.
an
Martin? See, look, shout out to you. We got, listen, we got fans all over the world. Y'all see, thank you for joining us here in Goat James Kingdom. You're more than welcome to stay on the platform. We're having fun. Yeah, y'all can see what we do best, man. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel because we do this every Sunday. We do the Lord's work. We do the Lord's work.
The number one thing I want to see is the numbers of how many people was watching the second round of the draft. Because
90 million people.
I bet you it was bigger than the first round. And it's probably it's probably the best second round televised ever. And there was a reason the NBA split it up this year too. Because they knew those numbers was gonna come out like that. I bet you it's the biggest second round televised ever. And that's the reason the NBA did it. Because of Bronny.
So hey Johnny, I got a question. Because King John pointed out how they're using nepotism wrong, but let's just go with their definition of it. Did anybody say anything when Giannis had both of his brothers get into the help both of his brothers get into the NBA?
Somebody told me yesterday that's different. So
that's no. But what about what's his name? Luke Walton. Luke Walton admitted himself.
Luke Walton
admitted himself he was able to have a whole entire NBA career and 2 championships.
Was the GOAT, though?
Based all on being Bill Walton's son.
Right.
He got carried to rings by Kobe. Come on.
Nobody's disagreeing with that, T Perfect. I'm just sitting here saying I don't see a lot of people up in arms over other, like front offices. You have people who hand front office jobs down to their sons or their spouses, ownerships over to their sons. There's all kinds of shit that go on in the NBA. But we
not even just family members, twin, even just friends or proteges. People like Eric Spoelstra, for example. Like that nigga was not qualified to be a head coach, but who gave him the job? Pat Riley did.
Exactly. So my point is this.
It's true.
I don't understand the outrage over this because if I have the ability to get any one of my children a job, say this is just purely Bronny got this, he didn't get it off his merit, which would be ridiculous. He absolutely did. Again, that boy was an All-American. He was one of the top 50 players in the country. But let's say he wasn't. And this is purely LeBron James doing. So what? You telling me it's bad that a father's helping his son get a job? You telling me that's something?
LeBron's person that have ever done this in any level in history.
Listen, hold it. You guys, see, as long as you guys been a part of GOAT James Kingdom, you should understand this. You should understand this. Michael Jordan fans are criminals. That's one, right? We already know that. They're criminals. They're also bastards. They're also bastards. Their fathers abandoned them. Right?
I don't believe this about Travis.
They're also deadbeat fathers. They're also deadbeat fathers because we know they don't pay their child support to the point to their wife taxes get taken away.
Why you gotta
because
stitch
they
on
didn't pay
me,
them.
Johnny?
Right? So this is
Travis
this
can
is
go to jail for
why
that, Johnny.
this is
It's because they're spending all their money on them shoes. That's why.
not when you like Michael Jordan and you like snow bunnies with money. So when you got a snow bunny with money, they just take her taxes. That's what they do. That's how it happens.
Child support or the new Jordans?
Or the new Jordan. Which ones do you want? Remember, they admit to robbing one another for sneakers. So them having an understanding of what a father would sacrifice and what a father would take and determine to help his son become what his son wishes to be in their life, they have no understanding of this. This type of logic doesn't fit well with them. Now, if LeBron was trying to get Bronny to steal somebody's sneakers because they were Jordans, oh shit, that would be how great Michael Jordan, all this stuff. That would be the greatest thing ever. But making LeBron prove that he can help his, because again he helped his son. But I think Brandon posted it where he was talking about he wished he would have never gave his son his name because at 14 his son was like, yo, I want to be in the NBA, and he was like, this is what you want? Well, let's go get it. He helped his son get to this point. If his son wanted to be a stockbroker, he would have helped his son become a stockbroker. But his son was around the NBA.
Low-key, I think LeBron's actually a great guy. Like he's by all accounts a stand-up husband and father. Like he's out there in the community. I mean, really, if you want to hate on him from a basketball narrative perspective, sure, he's not your favorite player, whatever. But when I hear somebody say that they hate him because of something unrelated to basketball or like he's helping Bron, whatever, it's like those are terrible narratives. It just shows, like you said, people who would never be in that position because they didn't have the work ethic.
Your son get a job, and not only is he going to help Bronny get in the NBA, Bryce is next. They are going to really be sick when his youngest son gets in the NBA in 2026.
Just LeBron's progeny is just all on our rosters eventually.
LeBron James holds on long enough to play one game with both of his fucking sons on the floor, just so I can see the level of vitriol that's going to come out of these JDR's mouth. Like, they hate this man with a passion, bro. This is just delusional.
Can we get some more JDRs out here?
LeBron has always kind of gotten this kind of flack because, when you think about it, he's always putting his friends in positions to be successful. He brought all his friends up from high school that he was with. He made his agent one of his friends. He went and got a lot of his teammates, paid. Like, he got them on championship rosters, got JR another ring after what he did in 2018. I personally wouldn't have done that, but he did that. So, LeBron is known for looking out for his friends. He's a stand-up guy on all accounts. So, it's kind of hard to understand how you hate this man unless the only reason in my mind that you can hate this man legitimately is if you're either one racist, and if you're not racist, you're just a Jordan fan. Like those are the only reasons I can really see for that.
Hey, New World, his personal bodyguard.
Hey, look, y'all. Look, check out Malachi's comments, y'all. GJK got cooked by me. He needed his homeboy to help him. Who's the homeboy? Wait. First of all, why do you guys assume I'm GJK? I'm one half of GJK. Brandon and I are GJK. So if you want GJK, you are dealing with Brandon and I. If you want just a Johnny, it's Friday night. Now, don't tell me you also work on a Friday night and a Sunday morning, young man. Well, from our understanding, you ain't even got a job no more. You got fired today because you showed up late.
Can we get Obi-Wan Kobe in here?
That work.
Johnny, I can tell you all the times he worked whenever this show come on. Whenever the show
Yeah.
come on, that's the time you work. Okay. So whenever
Obi-Wan
you
won't come on. Yeah, he won't
whenever
come.
the
We
show
know
come
that.
on,
Yeah, that's when they
But
work.
we know Paul Masters is at Chipotle right now. We know that, right?
He
So
said, I thought he had to work. No, he didn't have to work. He got fired. He showed up
No.
late, and it was like, why? Because I got cooked by Goat James Kingdom.
Lamar Jack looks high as fuck right there. I love it.
Who did he was cooking? Like he
This
He was cooking
jackass.
he
himself.
reacted on everything he said.
I'm still
He
stuck on the.
reacted
I'm
on
still stuck
everything
on
he
the
said. He
fact.
blacked
The
it all
He
out.
said, he said, yo,
Billy.
before he chimed out, he said, oh my God, I got to do a better job. I was supposed to go find some more stuff. I'll be back. Like, that's what he literally said, bro.
I like when you asked him the first
Yo.
question and he just like went quiet for like 10 minutes.
Oh my
Like,
God. Listen,
Billy,
he was on. He
Billy,
was
hey Johnny, he literally asked y'all to help him get some data to help him in the debate.
Wait a minute.
That's how you know he don't know how to debate.
He said,
Then he literally admitted in a debate that he's so biased, you don't hold every player to the same standard. You have a special standard for LeBron James. Then you contradicted yourself when you sat here and said it's better to lose in the first round when you said the fucking Pistons had a better season than the Chicago Bulls. You dudes are dumb. I don't know why any of y'all come up here and talk. Y'all dudes are dumb. Travis, come on home, bro. Just come on home. I know you're tired of these JDRs, bro. Come on home to logic and reason. That was the dumbest, most painful shit.
I'm like at your fence, dude. I'm about to knock on your door.
He said he can't look up the stats because of the Wi-Fi. While on Wi-Fi on the
wow.
You should. The stats should already be up here, dude. If you're any kind of a fan, or if you're worth our time.
Just come
Oh.
on, bro.
He should definitely come prepared next time.
Oh, it's Paul Goat.
Shout out to Paul Goat. Thank you for joining. You got something to say right quick, Kayan? You want to say something?
Question, right? What you should have asked that guy, right? Who's better between Melo or LeBron James? Because remember, Melo never losing our finals yet. So you should have asked him that question.
Good point.
Melo way better. Yeah, way better.
Melo's way better.
Oh my God, Malachi, you have to wait because we got a full panel of people up here. You should have been at work cooking because we know you are a Denny's cook. You should have been to work on time, and now you trying to come up here. And you work at Waffle House. You working at Waffle House because you got to work a Sunday afternoon. Paul, thank you for joining us, Paul. We were talking Bronny James and obviously Michael Jordan's fake stats, and obviously Malachi here. We're gonna bring you up shortly. Oh, Malachi disappeared. What you got on this topic, Paul? What up, Paul? Thank you for joining us. Hey, listen, y'all. We got somebody from Puerto Rico here. We got somebody from St. Martin, Jamaica here. We do big things in Goat James Kingdom. We got a large fan base in the Philippines, right? We do big things. What up, Paul? Are you there, Paul?
Paul, you on mute.
You have to unmute yourself. I guess Paul's not there. We'll keep it moving there. We'll keep it moving.
Must be a Jordan, yeah.
Nah, Paul is not a Jordan guy. Paul is we've had Paul before. Paul has been on the show.
He's been on a few times.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah,
you took yourself off mute.
Yeah, now you off mute. And now you're back on mute. Yeah,
Back on
man.
mute.
Back on mute. So
Really, saying that Jordan fans need to step up. He's tired of seeing this as well. Even
but
women tired of it.
they don't want to step up though because they know what's gonna happen. Now they're gonna blame that we were trying to double team them. All right, so when Malachi comes back up, y'all gonna just let me and Malachi have one-on-one because he wants to have a one-on-one with me for some
Again?
reason.
Oh,
You know what?
absolutely. I would love to.
Hell
Yeah,
no,
you-
you can't get a one-on-one. I don't even know what I was thinking, bro. You need to come on a Friday night exposure. That's what
It
Friday
was
night
just
is
you
for.
exposing him for like 5
We
minutes. You didn't do it.
we have a great panel of guys here. We're having a great conversation, a great show. Malachi, we gave you your chance before you had to go to work. You're at work right now. I don't understand how you at work and trying to jump on Goat James Kingdom. And they said I need a one versus one.
I mean, if he wants to come up here and explain why he said Jordan's a GOAT, he could do that.
You know
We,
what?
we would love to
Oh,
see that.
God.
We would love to see that.
Yeah, you can drop me down if y'all trying to expose somebody real quick.
Okay, all right, Malachi. So do you accept? We are offering you the challenge to give you the exposing GJK challenge, where you get 5 minutes to prove why Michael Jordan's the best player ever. Because he said he doesn't have a GOAT. He just said Michael's the best. So you get 5 minutes to prove Michael's the best. Do you want that? Put it in the comments.
Malachi probably work at the Lakers Stadium.
You have somebody named Sue.
Oh god, I don't have my fucking popcorn ready for
That's
this.
for everybody. Paul
He will.
Masters,
Paul
Tony
Masters
Boots. I
won't
know he
show up.
probably here.
They
All
won't.
you niggas.
No, they won't.
Also,
They won't
We
show
have a
up.
dude down there called Seriously Stewart saying he'll step up. I would love to hear this. If you, it can't get any worse than Malachi.
oh Stuart, let's go.
He said, I don't want no
where's
MJ
Stu?
versus.
Now, what do you want to debate? What do you want to debate?
Yeah, they finna drop me down. Come up, bro.
New World's the goat, by the way.
Oh, Curry versus LeBron. Okay, that would be pretty
You want
interesting.
to debate Curry versus LeBron? Are you sure you
That
want
would
to
be.
debate that?
Are you sure you wanna?
Why are we going to waste our time on that?
Debate Curry
You know,
versus
I would
LeBron.
really, I would
Who has
really
time
hate
for that?
Oh wait, no. First, First, he has to answer Kayon's question: is Carmelo Anthony better than LeBron James since he never lost in the NBA Finals?
He might have been better than him in 09, but I doubt it. That's it.
Oh, whole career 0-0. 6 finals losses is trash.
Of course.
he would hate talking about Jerry West then, wouldn't he?
Dude, I debated him Curry versus Will Chamberlain better than you will, whoever you are.
So, wait. So wait a minute. Does that mean Brandon Jennings? No, I'm sorry. Does that mean Drew Holiday is a better point guard than Stephen Curry since he hasn't lost in the finals and Stephen Curry lost twice in the finals?
By JDR logic, yes, he would be.
Bring his ass on so we can do this Curry versus LeBron.
The link is up.
If he has time.
He needs to hit
Come
the
on.
link. He has time.
That means
He got
Chris
fired.
Paul is a better winner than Jerry West.
Come on, dude. We can't wait to hear this. We can't wait
Chris
to
Paul
hear
didn't
this.
lose 8 times in the finals. He didn't lose 8 times on the biggest stage.
Look, perfect. Seriously, Stewart said it best. The GOAT argument is different. Okay, Stewart, you will have 5 minutes to prove why Michael Jordan is the GOAT right here, live on GOAT James Kingdom. Come up, we'll give you 5 minutes. We'll give you 1 minute apiece to sit there and explain to us why Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. The link is available to you right in the chat. There's no reason why not. And that goes for everybody that's also on Instagram and everybody that's also on our Facebook, because we are live on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Guys, in the chat, I promise you will never have a better GOAT argument for Jordan than I made. You guys are not as good as me at making that argument.
Comment talking about the GOAT debate's different. I don't think he wants to come up. See what he said for his second comment?
Good.
I don't think he wants to come up after he said that dumb shit.
What he said? Let me see his second comment. I didn't
He
see.
said results versus appearances. So
he said, I don't need 5 minutes.
So you want to know why it's a contradiction to talk about results, but you can't, because you can't get results without the appearance. So even in that one comment, you're showing how dumb you are. Are you sure you want to sit?
He said, all good fun, huh?
He said, what's your number? We don't do phone calls, my friend. You have to get on the
You just have to click on the link, buddy.
Come up here, Stuart.
Johnny, he wants your number, bro. No Diddy.
They be calling us private on Instagram. Talking about let's talk privately.
I gotta turn mine off.
Yeah, they be calling us on they call me on Instagram, they call me on Facebook. They be calling me talking about, let's do a private one-on-one. I'm like, we don't do no private one-on-ones. We go live every Friday night and every Sunday, noon Eastern time. You guys know what we do here best in GOAT James Kingdom. We don't run from it. We're here every Sunday, same time, same place. In fact, you can always give us the link.
Yeah.
They're not trying to be internet famous, Johnny.
All right, let me drop you down, New World. We have somebody else coming up. We don't know what they are yet.
Yep.
Let me bring this person up. Let me bring this person up.
Versus appearances. That's the dumbest
So
shit I've ever heard.
we have Ball Talk in the building. Thank you for joining us in the GOAT James Kingdom platform. It is a Sunday afternoon. We talk about everything, but we were talking Bronny. What do you have for us today, sir?
Hey man, it's not Ball Talk, man. This is Seriously Stewart's, man. It's your boy from the comments.
All right.
All right. I love your show. Don't get it twisted, bro. I just don't like how you guys are trying to doodle on previous players. That's all. That's the only issue I have with you guys. You guys can go.
We don't do that.
You do. But it's all good though. But you guys are talking about the GOAT argument, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're saying LeBron is the GOAT. Is that what you guys are saying? And MJ isn't the GOAT, right?
Yes.
Okay. So You're saying MJ isn't the GOAT because he never. What was the argument pertaining to Michael Jordan not being the GOAT? Like, what are you guys saying? His stats relied upon. Like, what exactly are you guys?
I give you a better argument. A better response. What
No, no,
is
no,
the
no.
argument? What you're saying is
Sturdy. We got this. Y'all relax. Our argument is simple and plain. LeBron James is better and accomplished more. That's it. Than everybody, not just Michael Jordan.
Okay.
So that's why Michael Jordan's not the GOAT.
Okay,
Continue.
so you're basing it off stats, not results. That's what you're saying.
We're basing it off of their careers.
No. You're basing it off stats, not the results. Because you can't
Again,
be the
we're basing it off of careers. Don't tell us what we're basing it off of. We're basing it off of careers.
Game losses. That's an NBA record. So he has the same amount of losses as Jerry West, and I don't hear excuses for Jerry West losing in the finals.
Not the same amount of finals.
Jerry West. Okay, hold on. Wait. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do. Serious Stewart, do you want your 5 minutes?
I don't need 5 minutes. We can go back and forth. I don't need 5 minutes.
No, if we're gonna go back and forth, if we're gonna go back and forth, then you have to have the respect.
I just need to understand. Like, I'm trying to understand the logic.
Sit your punk ass down. That old bullshit.
Is that?
You don't run GOAT James Kingdom. You don't come up here and tell us what we're doing. You can't overtalk us. We're letting you speak, and it's our turn to answer your question. You gotta shut the fuck up and let us answer your question. You can't come up here just talking just to talk.
Well, first of all, you have the presumption that people care what you say. They don't.
Sit your ass down.
Now, if you're not gonna be respectful on GOAT James Kingdom, I'm gonna keep putting you in the dugout. So I'm warning you now. If you want a back and forth, that means you gotta let the back and forth happen.
If you don't like my opinion, it's all good.
It's not about your opinion. It's not your opinion. It is not your opinion.
Like you crying
no, it's not.
You don't like my opinion.
No. I told you. No. We didn't say stats. We said career. So again, LeBron James has a better career.
Okay.
Yes.
Does your career does it include winning?
Yes.
Does that include, because playoff wins is a team accomplishment too, not just finals wins, because you got to win in the playoffs too, right?
Yes.
Okay, right? Am I correct or am I wrong?
Yes.
Okay, so we're basing it off wins. Okay, cool. Jordan lost to dynasties in the East in the playoffs, while LeBron lost to dynasties in the finals. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Okay, Boston Celtics wasn't a dynasty?
Boston was a dynasty.
Wait. What does that have to do with anything?
It wasn't.
No.
Let's discuss. I ain't discussing shit with no goddamn kid. Motherfucker, let me tell you something. Who give a fuck? Sit your ass down. What the fuck you doing here? What the?
Listen, you're not going to overtalk us. This is what you guys want to do. This is how you think you're going to debate somebody, by not allowing people to actually speak. You have to let us speak. You have to. If not, there's no conversation. There's no back and forth. Watch this, y'all.
Right, go ahead, talk. I'm sorry, go.
Look, he was talking without even being there.
That's the whole point of us doing 1 minute at a time, because you won't let us talk. That's what we're saying. 1 minute at a time. Get what you have to say, and then we would go after that.
But I don't know what you're trying to say.
That's how we're going to do it.
You guys have a bunch of things saying at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
No, we've been telling you this. Like, you get 1 minute intervals at a time to say what you have to say. If you don't use that 1 minute, that's fine. You can say you're done. But we're going to give you your time to talk, and you cannot overtalk us when we're talking. That's what we're saying.
Man, I thought this was a back and forth thing, bro. Yeah,
I thought it was a discussion. That's why we're letting you talk and not overtalk. Like, what do you not understand that? You get your point out. You have up to 1 minute to get your point out. And then when you're done,
I rather a discussion. I rather a discussion.
Yes, a discussion isn't run by you. You don't run the discussion. You don't dictate how we do this. Okay, so you ask. Wait. You asked the question.
Too much emotion, bro. Relax, dog.
You asked the question. The question was, who has ever seen losing in the finals? It's like Jerry West. I'm asking you, what does that have to do with the GOAT debate? Because Jordan doesn't have the most wins, nor does he have the least amount of losses. So what does that have to do with the GOAT debate? Answer that question, System Stewart.
You cannot be the GOAT with the most losses in the finals. That doesn't make any sense. How could you be the GOAT with the most losses in the finals?
Who made that rule up? Who made that rule up?
What do you mean, who made that rule up?
Who made that rule up?
You're given the trophy for having the most losses? When
He doesn't
we're
No,
have the
lowering
most
the
he
bar
wants
right
to.
now.
no, we're
He's
not. Wait,
counting it
oh,
there.
wait.
The hell?
Listen,
Oh,
listen. I told you. We just told you what we just said. It's about the overall career, which includes winning, includes everything, not just winning. So if you're saying the losses make you not the GOAT, then that means the most wins should make you the GOAT. Who has the most wins in finals history?
I don't have a problem with who has the most wins. Bill Russell was winning chips while they were calling him the N word, and he couldn't even
okay.
eat at
Are you
restaurants.
Okay,
saying
So
so
that's
are you
are you
cool.
saying
saying
Bill
that Bill
Russell is the
Russell's the
GOAT?
GOAT?
So are you
Yeah,
saying
I
Bill
don't
Russell's
mind
the
that.
GOAT?
I don't mind if people want to say the most wins and they say Bill
No, are
Russell.
you
I don't
saying
have a
Bill
No,
problem
are
with
Russell's
that.
the
you
GOAT?
saying Bill Russell's the GOAT?
No, MJ to go
So how the hell
easily.
you talking about the most wins? Okay, so the most wins do not make you the GOAT. All right.
I never
So
said it doesn't
losing
make you to
more,
go.
okay,
MJ is my goal.
losing less makes you the GOAT. Is that what you're saying?
No, I
Losing
said
less makes you the
MJ
GOAT.
is my goal. I never watched Bill play, but if somebody says Bill Russell is the goal, I can't argue that because he was
Well,
winning chips when he wasn't even allowed to eat in a restaurant with white people.
Okay, so how do you have Michael Jordan as the GOAT?
Clearly, he averaged the most points. He has the
That's
most
not about
Finals
stats.
MVP.
You just said it's not about stats.
No, no, it's not just about stats. It's about results too. You can't have the most stats with the most losses in the finals and call yourself the GOAT. I saw him get outplayed by JJ Barea and Jason Terry.
And
Oh
how
my
much
Hold
God.
on,
Michael
hold on,
Jordan?
hold on, hold on,
And
hold
wait,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I mean, okay, how much did JJ Barea average in that series?
I don't know, but he spanked him up pretty good.
No,
I
oh,
knew
you
that.
said
Oh,
you saw him get
Don't
outplayed.
know,
You
but he
saw him get
outplayed him.
outplayed.
oh.
How much
He
did he
embarrassed
average
him.
in that
Well,
series?
sorry, you're right. Jason Terry averaged more than him. Sorry, I apologize. With playing 13 less minutes, I apologize. You're right.
How much did Jason Terry average?
18 points,
How much did LeBron James average?
17 points something.
Point what?
I don't know. 17 points
17.9.
something. Why would
All right.
anybody on the
Who
bench?
averaged
Why would
who
a
averaged
sixth
more
man be
assists?
averaging more than a number one option? Does that make sense? Why? Why would a sixth man be averaging more than a first option on the face
Who was
of
the
the
first
league,
option
MVP of the
on that
league?
team? Who was the first option on that team in the finals? Who was the first option on the
In
finals? Who
Miami?
shot the most? Who shot
Who
the most that
Miami?
series? Who
Dwayne
shot
Wade,
the most that series?
unfortunately.
All
Unfortunately,
right.
LeBron was
So
like the
did
fifth
Jason
scoring
Terry
person
average
on
more
that
than the
team
first
for
option
some
on
reason.
Miami? He didn't
What?
average more than the first option on Miami, right?
Sorry. Repeat that. I didn't hear you there.
Say he did not average more than the first option on Miami, which was Dwayne Wade in the finals, right?
Who? Jason Terry?
Yeah, he did not, right? Because Dwayne Wade, you just said Dwayne Wade was the first option.
Yeah, and LeBron was a third on the team. Yeah.
Okay, so they made LeBron the third option, and he averaged basically the same amount as Jason Terry.
They never made LeBron the third option. He made himself the third option by the way he was playing.
Okay,
This shit
all
is
right.
painful.
So let's get back to why you say Michael Jordan is a GOAT. Because you said that he has less losses than LeBron James. So he is above LeBron James, right? In the finals.
Yeah, he has better results in the finals. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, why do he have better results in the finals? Is it because he lost less or won more?
He got the job done in the finals.
Okay, is
What
it
the hell?
because he lost less or because he won more?
Jordan lost more games in the playoffs, while LeBron lost one more games in the playoffs, but he lost more games in the finals. So I don't see how losing on the bigger stage could make you a greater player. It doesn't make
Okay,
logical sense to me.
who?
LeBron has the most playoff
Who?
wins while
be-
having the most playoff
before
losses at the same
Ajani
time.
go, I want to ask you this one question. Would you say that Giannis had a better career than Larry Bird? Because Giannis is 1-0 and Bird is 3-5 in the finals.
Yep. Larry Bird is 3-2 in the finals. He ain't 3-5.
Well, he won three out of five. So
Yeah, so
which
he's
one would
three
you
and
say had
two.
a
He's
better?
not 3-5. 3-5 means he went to 8 finals appearances.
That
He
means he
only
has
went to
more
Okay,
five.
losses. He has more losses in the
which one
finals
would you
than
say
Giannis.
was better?
He has more
Which one
losses
would
in
you
the
say was
finals than
better?
Giannis.
Yeah. He has more losses, but he has a winning record in the finals. He's 3-2. He ain't 4-6.
What
He
the
Okay,
still has
fuck?
a
okay.
winning
So
record in the
so
finals.
okay. All right. So who has a better finals record, Kareem or Jordan?
Jordan is 6-0, and Kareem is 6-4. He went to
Okay,
10
which one is
finals
better?
appearances.
Which one is better?
Kareem got swept twice with Magic, just like LeBron
Okay,
got swept
which one
twice
is
when he went
better?
to the
Which one
finals.
is better? Which one is better, Jordan or Kareem?
The record, obviously, Jordan. It's great that he went to 10 appearances. That's great, but he lost 4 times. Obviously, Jordan
So
has the better record. He's six. He's
is it
six
better
and
to
zero.
lose before the finals or in
I
the
rather
finals?
him not lose at all. I don't rank losses. Only losers make excuses
You
for losing.
ranking LeBron's losses? What do you mean? You're ranking
What do you
LeBron's
mean?
losses. You
How
said
am I
wait.
ranking
You're not.
LeBron's
You're
losses?
rank. Wait a minute. We are asking you a simple question. Is it better to lose in the finals, or is it better to lose before you make the finals?
It's better not to lose at all. You're supposed to win the chip.
You can't lose if you don't play. So that means you better not to play. It's
So,
better. It's
But
better
you're
so
not
are
to
trying
you
to,
play.
but
saying
you're
that?
here trying to tell me six
Uh huh.
championships in 15 years is not better than 4 championships in 22 years. That's
Who
what you're
said
No,
trying to.
that?
I'm telling
That's
you.
what
No,
you're
I'm
trying to
telling you.
convince me
No,
of.
no, I'm telling you. Six out of 15 is not the greatest of all time. So how is Jordan your GOAT if you're basing it off of that?
Because he has 6 Finals MVPs on the biggest stage, and that's an NBA record. Ain't nobody got that, and it ain't his fault if nobody else has Finals MVPs more than him. It's not his
Oh my
fault.
God.
That's like the only
Wait,
What are
factual
we
thing
talking
you
so
ever
about?
only the
said.
finals
So
MVPs
That's
make
literally
it
the
better.
only
Toby,
factual
so
thing.
so we're penalizing Jordan for winning
no, we're
because of who
not.
he
No,
played.
we're
No,
No, it's
not.
not.
No,
Is that what we're
no,
doing?
because you're trying to give. So what you're basically saying is that Jordan's 6 Finals MVPs is more important than his 6 championships. That's what you're
No,
saying.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Yes,
I'm
that's
saying
no way
he
because
got the
because the
job
six
done.
no because the
He
six
got the job
championships
done more than LeBron.
no
That's what I'm
no
saying.
the 6 championships is not enough for Jordan to supersede other people who won more than him. So the 6 Finals MVPs is a greater accomplishment than the 6 actual championships because that's what's making Jordan the GOAT is the 6 Finals MVPs, not the 6 championships.
Individually, as a player, his six
Uh huh.
finals MVPs puts him over the hump. Yes, you can't just have six. You can't just have 6 chips. Robert Ory got 7 chips. That don't put him over no hump. He has no finals MVP.
And
He
someone
doesn't
has a
stand out on a player on a great team. Jordan did.
no
I hope,
again.
and I respect for you having me on the show. No disrespect. I'm not even like getting mad at you,
It's
bro. I'm
not
not
about.
even
It's
like
not. Wait. It's
I'm
not
not
about
getting at
respect.
you, bro. I'm just trying to.
Bro, you got to let people speak. It's my fucking turn. Then they wonder why I get loud. Shut the fuck up and let me speak. I ask you a very fucking simple question. You're saying Michael Jordan's 6 Finals MVPs makes him the GOAT because the 6 championships are not the reasons why he's the GOAT. It's the fact that he has 6 Finals MVPs. Bill Russell, Finals MVP, is named after him. He would have more than 6. He won 11 out of 13. Are you telling us he's not your GOAT because you didn't watch him play?
Sorry, it's Finals MVP didn't exist when Bill Russell was playing. They renamed the Finals MVP after Bill Russell in 2009. Jordan was already retired by then. I don't know where you're going with this. It's not Jordan's fault Bill Russell didn't win Finals MVPs, or his fault that they didn't exist yet. I don't get why.
And it's not
Jordan's
Bill
fault.
Russell's fault that it didn't exist while he was playing. So I asked you a simple
Exactly.
question
That's
again.
why I
So
said
no
at the
wait.
beginning.
So I asked you a simple question again. The 6 Finals MVPs is why Jordan is your GOAT. You're going by an award that is given to a player for only a 5 to 7 game series that he only won 6 times. That's it.
Right.
So
Right.
okay. So wait.
On the
So
biggest
what?
stage,
All
right.
right. So what you're saying is that LeBron's the second greatest player because he has 4 MVPs. Correct?
I just told you that we're arguing about the 2 top players. There's no bad answer. I just
Okay.
literally said that.
No. It's not about the 2 top. No, it's not. It's not about the 2 top players. We're talking about the greatest players of all time. That includes everybody.
That's what I said, the 2 top players.
So after.
That's
So
what I'm
no,
talking about.
that's not
That's
everybody.
not what you
So
said.
that's not. All right,
What
so
did I say
after,
then? What did
so
I say?
after LeBron, the next greatest player would be Magic.
No, Jordan.
No, after LeBron. No, the third
Yeah,
greatest
okay,
player.
you said
Who's
that
the
before.
third greatest player?
After LeBron, Magic would be the third greatest player of all time since he has
Probably
3 finals.
Magic or Kareem. One of them.
Kareem only
Kareem
has
only
2
got
Finals
2.
MVP.
One of them.
Kareem only has 2 Finals MVPs. Magic has 3. You can't do that. Shaq is in
Well,
front
but
of Kareem.
Kareem
as well.
got 6 chips with the 2 MVPs and 6 season MVPs too. So I'm looking at the whole package.
How are you
No,
measuring
you're
it?
not. No, you're not.
Wait, I thought.
No,
what?
you're not. No, guys,
Look at the
I
whole
got this.
package?
You're not looking at the whole package. The whole
Yes, I am.
package. No, it's not. Well, okay, so list everything that's in the whole
LeBron
package.
has the most stats out of everyone. Like, let's get
List-
that out the way.
li- li-
LeBron got
again,
40K points.
Stewart, answer my fucking question. List
What?
everything that's in your factors. List everything that you're talking about. List everything.
What do you mean list everything?
List everything that you count in your criteria to
Season
determine the GOAT.
MVPs, Finals
Uh-huh.
MVPs,
Uh-huh.
championships,
Uh-huh.
how we led as a teammate, the eye
Uh-huh.
test, the whole nine. That's
Uh-huh.
what I look at. That's what I
Okay.
look at.
Okay, but all that you just
How a
said,
player scores in the fourth quarter when it matters. That's what I look at.
again, what was Michael Jordan's fourth quarter per game average for his career?
I don't know, but he got the job done.
Man.
Let me ask you a question. Did the
He
Dallas
didn't need
Mavericks...
the most. He didn't
the
need the
Dallas-
most to get the job done.
Wait,
That's for sure. He did not need the most to get the job done.
He needed more help than anybody in NBA history to do it. So
I don't remember that either.
You don't, because you don't know. Now,
Oh, I
let
don't
me
know.
ask you this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't
I
know.
remember him not team hopping. That's what I remember. When the
He
tough
did
was
team hop.
going
He
got
went.
tough,
He went. He
was
went to the
not team hopping, I tell
He
you
went
that
to the
much.
Washington Wizards. I know what. Let me ask you this.
LeBron
Oh,
was
wait.
team hopping and running from a bunch of 90 players on the Celtics.
Stewart, let me ask you this, Stewart. How many players are in the GOAT conversation that have 5 losing seasons for their career, and a third of their season of their career was losing? How many players that are in the GOAT conversation?
If you don't win a...
Y'all see that shit? This motherfucker's... Look, I got him off. He's still talking. Watch this.
Season, brother.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Just pay attention. Just pay attention. Oh, you finally shut the fuck up. I ask you, again, name the player that has 5 losing seasons in any sport, and they call them the GOAT.
LeBron.
LeBron doesn't have 5 losing seasons.
Well, every season you don't win a championship. That's a losing season.
That's not.
Winning
No, it's
record,
not.
losing
No.
season.
No.
Winning record,
A winning
losing
record.
season. Another team won the chip.
A
You didn't win.
losing season. A losing season means you lost more than you won.
So hold on.
That's the
So
truth.
you're saying Magic Johnson is over Jordan because he had less losing seasons?
No. You're asking
He did.
about a season record. That's
He
what
did.
you're asking me right now, right? If you
I
don't
know.
win the championship,
I told you losing
lost.
seasons. I said losing seasons. You said if
Losing-
you don't win. All right, you said if you don't win, it's a losing
what
season.
different? If you lost in the season, that means you didn't win a chip, right?
So Magic
Okay,
has
so
if you lost in the playoffs, that
so
means you didn't win a chip.
So Magic has less losing seasons than Jordan, correct?
Yeah, with less chips. Yeah.
Again, we're not talking about the chips don't matter because the players
Yeah,
who
it
won
does matter.
championships- No, it doesn't.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't. Because
chips
players who have
and the
more
finals
championships,
MVP go
because
together.
players who have more championships, you use other things to say that Jordan's better because of the championships.
then you have to look at what they did
So you
individually.
know, so you can't use Jordan's 6 championships over anybody because we're using things that are Trump championships. Like you're
But
using things that Trump championships.
You're trying to exclude the finals MVP. You're trying to exclude.
No, we're
other things
not.
that they
We're not
did. You're
giving
trying to
Jordan
make a
extra.
point.
We're not
But
giving
that's not how it
Jordan
goes. You
extra
can't
credit for
exclude
6
it.
champions. No, we're not excluding. Again, with everything that Jordan has in his career, he still falls short of LeBron James.
So-
with everything, we
So
gave
with
Jordan
5
everything he accomplished.
So
with 5
losing
MVPs,
seasons,
with
he
6,
still won more championships than LeBron.
Jordan. Again,
With 5 losing seasons, he still has more Finals MVPs than LeBron. That's what you're saying?
Jordan
I'll take
does
them-
not
I'll
have
take
the
MJ.
most championships.
I'll
Jordan
take
does not have
MJ.
the most championships. You
Brother,
can take
you just
MJ.
said-
We don't care if you. We don't care what you want. We don't care. We want to know where your logic is at. Again, championships do not make you the better player. Stop using championships because Jordan doesn't have championships. MVPs, Finals MVPs don't make you the better player because you want to put Kareem in front of Magic and Shaq, which he doesn't have more Finals MVPs than. You cannot use something that doesn't work. You
can't
have to be
contradict yourself.
consistent. You're contradicting yourself. You don't understand that.
I watched Tony Parker outplay LeBron. I watched Kawhi Leonard outplay LeBron. And I watched Iggy outplay LeBron with less stats. They were doing things that you do not see on a stat sheet.
Okay, so why can't LeBron have outplayed Jason Terry beyond the stats?
Sorry, repeat that.
Why couldn't have LeBron outplayed Terry beyond the stats since there were players who outplayed LeBron with lesser stats?
That's a good question.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you this. Because LeBron is the self-proclaimed GOAT. You don't let a 6th man outplay you in anything. Why is a 6th man outscoring you? Why would a 6th man average more points than you? And you're self-proclaimed GOAT.
Stats.
Does that make
Serious,
sense?
whatever your
No.
name is. Serious,
Hold
whatever your
on.
name is.
Does that make sense? If Jordan came out...
You don't tell
ask you
us
a
to hold the fuck on. You hold the fuck on. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right. whatever your name, Sirius something. Do you know what game score is in the NBA? Just just see if he knows what that is.
All
Do
right,
you know
what?
what game score is?
The what, sir?
Do you know what game score is in the NBA in a series? Game score. Do you know what that is?
The game score? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. It's an advanced stats that take your stats, and usually when you have the higher game score, you win the Finals MVP. And it's been about three occasions where they didn't have the best game score, but they won Finals MVP. But every time Michael Jordan won Finals MVP, his game score was higher than everybody on his team. Every time LeBron KD won Finals MVP. The game score was the highest. So do you understand like anything about game score? Have you heard of that advanced stats before?
Nah, I never heard of that advanced stat. No.
Okay, so basically, it take your stats and how you perform in that series. And LeBron James' game score was higher than Jason Terry's game score because he played better than Jason Terry throughout the series because it's more about points. There's more than points that plays into how you play. There's rebounds,
Hmm.
there's assists, there's steals, there's blocks. So you cannot say Jason Terry outplayed LeBron when he did not.
Brother,
JJ Barrera did not outplay LeBron James when he did not.
brother, I watched Jason Terry talk crap before the game and go in the game and do whatever he wanted. I've never seen
Okay,
anybody do that
okay,
to Jordan.
okay.
That's all I'm. That's
How
Yes,
all
you
I'm
did.
saying.
Yes, you
No
did.
six
Because you
man,
because you
no
18
never
points
six
a
man
game?
should be
watch
scoring
Jordan.
18
You
points more.
never
Rex
watch
Chapman.
You
Michael.
guys
Rex
You
cannot
never
point
watch.
Chapman
me at
talked
six.
all that nigga's ear and cooked him. Stop
How is
Exactly.
capping.
18 points a game killing somebody? How is 18 points a game is killing anybody?
What? Why is he averaging more than LeBron? Why? Why? How is that possible? Why? Why is a six
Why
man
does it
that plays
matter?
13 less minutes than LeBron averaging more points than LeBron? Why is LeBron scoring 8 points in a
Because he
finals
was
game?
because he was the second option on that team and he was their second highest scorer while
So you
LeBron was the third option on that team. That's why.
More
LeBron
of
made
Jason Terry's
himself the
shots
third
went
option.
in, and LeBron didn't
LeBron
make as
had the
many
ball
shots
in
to
his
score as
hand
many
every
points.
single possession. We could
And
go back and
LeBron's
watch the videos.
and
Oh,
again,
okay. Who
just
cares
because you
about
have
the
the
one
ball in your
share?
possession,
Okay,
who cares about that? That has
well,
nothing to do
who
with anything.
cares about?
LeBron
Yeah, who
averaged
cares
more
about the
assists
three
than him.
games?
He actually generated more points than Jason Terry
Guys,
did.
you're literally defending losing right now. I just don't
No, we're
understand the
not.
logic.
You're defending
He
losing
lost.
because
He
no,
lost
Jordan
though.
lost
You're
too.
telling me
Jordan
about
Okay,
lost
all
he
these
too.
lost. He
stats
Okay,
lost.
wait,
and
hold
the
on,
Okay, he
wait.
game
lost.
Show
score,
He
me,
lost.
but he
show
lost.
me. Wait. Okay,
That's my
Show
point. I'm trying
me.
to understand the
Wait.
logic around it.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna show you how you celebrate loss. Show me when LeBron James lost to a team with only one All Star and no all NBA players and no all defensive players like Jordan did in 1988.
Who lost the what? Who?
Show me the team that LeBron James lost to that only had one All Star, no All NBA players, and no All Defensive players on their rosters like Jordan did in 1988.
When LeBron always had all stars on his team when he was in the finals. What are you talking about?
Again, listen to my question very closely.
That's not
Name
true.
to me the team that, and that's also
Yeah,
not true.
it is
Exactly.
true. Ilgaskis
No,
was an all star. Mo Williams was an all star. So he did lose with
LeBron
all
won a
stars on his team.
championship in 2016 without an All Star
In
team.
2016,
Let's continue.
Love or Kyrie did not make All-Star team that year. So
And let's continue. I asked you a simple question. We're talking about losing, not winning.
Yeah, 2016 was a great year. Great year.
Name me the team that LeBron James lost to, that Jordan lost to, that had no All NBA players, no All Defensive players on their roster, and
I don't
only
know.
one All Star.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
So are you
tell me.
excusing Jordan for losing because LeBron's never lost that way? That's
I,
worse.
I,
That's
you
that's
never,
worse.
you never heard me come up here and give excuses for losing. I said, I'd
Okay,
rather
so
you
Jordan
not
lost.
lose.
I'm telling you, Jordan lost that way, and LeBron never lost that way. So that doesn't make Jordan
Yeah,
better than LeBron.
so and I saw
'Cause
LeBron
Jordan-
lose in the finals, and I saw Jordan not
No,
lose in the finals.
again,
So we square.
It's not. No, it's not square. No, it's not square.
Yeah, it is
it's not.
square.
No, it's not square
Yeah,
because
it
the
is
team in the
square.
because the team in the finals that you're talking about had all NBA players, had all defensive players on their team. There's
But
not a team
Jason Kidd
LeBron.
is 38
There's not
years
a
old.
team.
What are we talking
there's
about
not,
right now?
There's not a team.
JJ
that,
Barea is not all defense or all NBA either. What are we talking
Tyson
about?
Chandler. Tyson Chandler was all defense.
Yeah, cool.
Dirk
How about
Dirk
Sean
Nowi-
Marion? Was
Dirk
Sean Marion
Nowitzki-
too?
Dirk Nowitzki was all NBA.
What about Sean Marion?
Again, we're not naming those guys. We're talking about all NBA and all
But
defensive players.
I'm just saying though, these guys who are outplaying him that you on things that you
No.
don't see on the stat sheet. They
Jordan,
outshine LeBron on the biggest
you
stage,
haven't
bro. I
proved
was
you haven't
actually.
you haven't
I'm gonna
proved
be
anybody
honest with you,
outplayed. You haven't
brother.
proved nobody. Bruh, I'm done with this guy. I don't have no more conversation because he's not letting me speak. I
Saying
can't have a
someone
conversation.
outplayed him without any goddamn factual statements or numbers to back it up does not make it true. How many times did he repeat himself and say, Travis, come home, bro. Come home. He kept on saying the same dumb shit. JJ Barea and Jason Terry outplayed him. How if he averaged more rebounds and assists than him, dummy? How if he averaged more steals and blocks, dummy? This shit is just annoying. Y'all are annoying. Y'all give me a fucking headache. Travis, if you continue to be a Jordan fan, I'm disappointed in you. Did you hear that dumb shit?
Unfortunately, I did.
But why does it give you a headache, brother? Like we understand he's inconsistent. We understand he's not really familiar with NBA history. We understand all this, but like the second he couldn't justify, like the second they kept asking him why is Michael Jordan the GOAT, and he literally said, "I'm not trying to argue that I'm trying him being over LeBron." That should tell you everything.
30. He said
That's it.
finals MVPs. So they list people who have more finals MVPs than other people, and he sit here and say, no, it's not the finals MVPs. He tried to run the championships. They sit here and say he doesn't have the most championships. Then he sat here and said it's everything. So what the fuck is it? Is it finals MVPs, championships, or everything? He contradicted himself. Why do motherfuckers come up here and contradict themselves the whole entire goddamn time? Travis, come home. I'm tired of you being a Jordan fan. You know better than this, Travis. The shit is getting stupid.
He said that that LeBron's stats don't matter, and then we asked, well, he said championships, so championships matter. Then he said, well, Jordan has a 30 points per game average, and I was like, what?
That is definitely a stat.
I was like, he said, well, LeBron does have the stats over everybody. He said, but that doesn't count because he doesn't have, he has a losing record in the finals.
Yeah, and Wilt was averaging like 37 points a game in his first like 8 seasons because he was taking almost 35 shots a game. Those things correlate.
Then he said that he had the nerve to say Jordan's finals record is better than Kareem's. I was like, what? When you go to the finals, man, the more like if you have the same amount of championships and you go to the finals more, it shows that you have more importance in trying to attain championships.
That's what Stephen A. Smith said.
Exactly.
Can we get one thing straight, though? Can we just get one thing straight about stats being the results of games? Because he's trying to separate stats and results as if you don't fucking play games and accumulate stats in those games. Like, they don't matter in terms of performance.
Yeah, they don't. Go ahead, Kion. Go ahead, Kion. Kion got something to say. Go ahead, Kion.
He's muted.
He's muted.
He's on mute. He's on mute.
You mute yourself. Hold on. Let me unmute him.
You only come up with the media logics. You repeat everything that the media say in logics. Every media logics, that is what you repeat. You don't have nothing to defend himself. You just have the media logic. Just like most Jordan fans, they don't study the game. They just study what the media said. So what the media says, that's what they repeat. So it's like a repeater. That's all they do. Repeat. They just like a camcorder recording, and you just play it back later. That's all.
That's facts.
And they contradict themselves too, because look, we already did this countless times. We counted everything. That's what he was talking about, everything. And this is what Jordan scored, counting everything. Jordan does not have the greater career than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Wilt Chamberlain. He just doesn't. He just does not. The championships, the rings, all of that is all included in this. The 30 points per game, everything is included in this. He does not have the greatest NBA history record in NBA history. He just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. He does not have the best record. And you only want to exclude players because you said you didn't see them. Legitimately, he's like, Bill Russell doesn't count because I didn't watch Bill Russell.
I never said that. I never said
did.
that, bro.
Yes,
I said I never watched him.
No. He said he never watched him.
Have a problem. Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. I said I did not have a problem with somebody calling Bill Russell the GOAT because he was winning chips when white people wouldn't let him eat in restaurants. That's what I said. Why would I cap? I didn't run. I'm still here listening to you.
We don't care about other people having Bill Russell as the GOAT. We're asking you, how is Russell not your GOAT?
Brother over there too.
No,
Big up yourself. but I'm not repeating. I'm not repeating
Stewart,
opinions from the media.
Stewart,
why you keep talking, dude?
Stewart, I'm asking you a simple question. How is Michael Jordan a better winner than Bill Russell?
I never said he was.
So how is he? So how is Michael Jordan a greater player than him?
I never. How can I call Bill Russell the
He's
GOAT
your
if I
GOAT.
never
He's the
watched
best
him
player.
play?
See, look, you just said. Look,
I was told he was a.
Look, he won't say Bill Russell's the GOAT because he never watched him play. That's exactly what he just said. What I said that he said.
I told you.
He just said that. He said that he didn't say that. He literally just said, "No, I didn't say that," and he just said that. He just said it. He just said it right here, right now. I asking him, why can't he have Bill Russell as his GOAT? He's telling us because he never watched Bill Russell play.
Right.
I actually want to hear the dude's top five. I want to hear his top five NBA players.
That was going to be my question.
I was going to say, please.
Yeah, what's your top five players?
Hold on.
What's your top five players?
Bro, I already told you I have LeBron at second. You guys are just like trying to.
No, what is your top five, bro?
What's your top
Jordan,
five players?
LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Russell. That's my top five.
Okay. Please, most importantly. But that, yeah, wait a minute. We can't ask a question like that.
You guys can laugh or whatever. That's a solid top five. Whatever you guys.
No. Our simple question is, how did you get that order for those top five players? Simple question.
Listen, man, let me tell you, man. You see, 20.
Don't say that.
Don't say that.
No. I'm talking about like when we use multi-syllable words, it confuses you guys. So we got to keep it simple.
I'm not confusing anyone. I'm telling you my opinion. Your opinion ain't facts either. You guys can say whatever you want. But I put LeBron as number 2 after 2016. That was a great
No. It's not about LeBron. It's not about LeBron. Why is your top 5 ordered that way? Not about LeBron.
That's my opinion. That's my top 5. Well, I don't just go by numbers.
How did
you guys go by numbers? I go by what they did on the court.
Dude, we're asking you, sir, because that is like you said, that is a unique top 5. What is your thought process? How did you get to formulate that top 5? That's all we're asking.
They're dominant.
That's
They're
it.
dominant.
What did you hold on, Ishmael. Hold on. Is this dominance? Is there any other categories?
Nah, they're dominant. What they did on the court, eye test. Yeah.
Well, you did.
I put Bill Russell there because he got
no, hold on.
So I gotta put Bill Russell there. He's a winner.
So just dominance.
I never watched him play. So
is dominance your only category? Is dominance your only category?
No,
the eye test clearly.
So
dominance and eye test. Is there any other category besides dominance and eye test?
Not that I could think of. No, I don't know what you're trying to get at.
We can't measure.
When did you start watching basketball? When did you start watching basketball?
1990.
1990. So how do you have Kareem and Magic in there?
Yeah,
you gotta put Kareem in
based off eye test.
Why?
No, how? But you didn't. It's based off eye test.
Yeah,
because I grew up watching them. The hell?
No, you didn't.
How you grew up watching?
So you're telling me they didn't play games? They didn't replay games? That's what you're trying to tell me?
How you end up watching Bill Russell? How you end up watching Bill Russell, bro?
I didn't. I put him there because he got 11.
How old
That's just out of respect.
How old
That's
you in
just out of
1990?
respect. I gotta put Bill Russell. Simple.
How old were you in 1990?
It's the people that talk.
I was 10.
It's not his fault, bro.
Ball talk. The actual top 5 goes either Jordan or LeBron. Probably LeBron at this point. Kareem, Hakeem, and Duncan. Any other questions wrong?
Brother, I could go back and talk. I've talked to my OG, and they got Jerry West in there.
Can I say something? I want to say something. I want to say something.
Shut up, Ishmael.
Yeah, Ishmael's been patient. Go ahead, Ishmael. Go ahead, Ishmael.
I want to say something. I just want to get straight to the point. Basically, from everything that you said, you're putting the standard as Jordan. You're not putting a fair critique of everybody's careers and evaluation. Like, a lot of things that you said really holds no relevancy in terms of accomplishments of the greatest players. Because we rank players not by their downfalls. We rank players based on their accomplishments. Everybody has a downfall to a degree. Whether if it's worse than others, that's up to your opinion. But you don't have a real criteria. And so you're just judging based on how you feel at the moment. You have to take your biases out of it, and you have to evaluate based on the totality of their accomplishments, including stats. Okay, you cannot just go based off here this, here that, here that. And you didn't really specify why Jordan is the GOAT. You specify why he could be better than LeBron based on your biases. So that's why a lot of what you're saying is just contradicting information. You don't have a criteria. You don't know why Jordan's the GOAT because you kept on changing why he is the way it is. And a lot of the things that you were
Sound
saying,
like a therapist.
right. A lot of the things that you were saying, that's why the other guy said it's media, because it's the same stuff the media said. They set Jordan as the GOAT with no criteria in place.
None at all.
So it's just to be simple, man. And that's why it sounds crazy.
I'm going to get a tattoo that says that on my arm.
The one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people say they watch Jordan play.
And they did it.
And then when you find out that in 1990 they was from like Dallas, so they couldn't watch Jordan play, right? Because their local TV channels didn't show Bulls games. So then you ask, well, how did you watch Jordan play in 1990? Besides the few NBC games, you got 2 or 3 in the season, because they was basically showing Boston, Lakers, and Detroit games at the time, and they would spit in some Chicago Bulls games here and there. So then the question is, when did you start watching Jordan? Because it became a national TV channel in the mid-90s. So when did you start watching Jordan? Because if you weren't from Chicago and the Chicagoland area, how many games were you watching at 10? It wasn't no DVR. We didn't control TVs at that age. How was you watching these games? Or did you watch them later, which didn't even show all the games, even if you watched the classic games? They were showing other games as well. So when was you watching these games?
So ball talk. I can't believe I'm about to do this because there's been like a huge. If you're at all familiar with the channel, you know I'm like, I don't know where Craig the hell is right now, but they have my back. But I've been like a Jordan guy. But I mean, at this point, it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna lose out. So Jordan played 1,072 games, right? In that time, that same span time, if you look at their analytics, LeBron had higher win shares per 48, PER, VORP. We can box plus minus anything you want to measure. Jordan or LeBron was better at basketball during 1,072 games, Jordan's entire career, than LeBron was. The only thing was missing was media-driven awards, like again MVPs, again defense selections, DPOY, which we now know is probably fraudulent. So LeBron, by any and all measurement, was better during that same span than Michael Jordan was from a basketball perspective. Whether you're not even like team lifting, again accomplishments, winning with less. Jordan was like the only player in NBA history to have like 3 other all defensive team members on him at the same exact time, and the 6th man and the coach of the year. Missed me with like he had the like less help than LeBron or more help than LeBron. Like, come on. LeBron was actually better at basketball during that same span of time than Michael Jordan was. The only argument you have is literally rings, even though LeBron consistently won more, faced tougher competition by any measurement you want to use. Again, net efficiency, SRS, anything you want to use. Like, he was just a better basketball player in the face of that same span of time. Did he go down in those analytics as his time progressed? Of course. But there's no argument you can make other than the ring count at this point that Michael Jordan was a better player.
See, like, I wanted to say
See,
hold on.
See, no, real quick, Ismail. That's why. Oh, real quick, Ismail. Just gonna be quick. See, Travis, the street lights are on. The sun is going down. I agree with you, man. Just come home, bro. Just come home, bro. Twin man, and Twin man, you know when those street lights are on, you either you ain't in the house or you better be close to the house. Otherwise,
Man,
you know what's
listen,
good. Like,
listen, this man said what's wrong? Why I keep something wrong with my mic? Listen, this man said that playoff wins is a team accomplishment, but somehow Jordan's championship wins was all Jordan.
Right.
All Michael Jordan.
He did say that.
He kept on
did
switching.
say that. He did say that.
And that's
It's
why
only
so
a
funny.
team accomplishment when it applies to other
He
players,
went-
but all
and
the
he went-
losses
and he-
applies
and
directly
he
to
wouldn't-
LeBron.
Yeah, and he wouldn't answer no questions. He kept just spewing stuff. He couldn't. That's what they do. That's why he didn't want the minute, because the minute allows for back and forth dialogue. He wants it to where it's free conversation, so he can butt in whenever he wants and stop you from speaking. That's how they do it. They deflect. because you'll start saying something, and in the middle of it, they'll say, "Oh, well, LeBron had a super team." So it's like, and we weren't even talking about that because you drop some knowledge. They're gonna, oh, that's because he had a super team. You see what I'm trying to say? Like that's how they do it. So when he's trying to say Michael Jordan's 6 Finals MVPs makes him the GOAT, that's fine. So then if we go down the list, the most Finals MVPs should make you the better because it doesn't matter the amount of championships. Because if I tell him Hondo is better than Jordan because he has 8 championships and he's undefeated in the finals, and there were 6 of those finals he couldn't have won Finals MVP in, you're gonna say, well, no, Jordan has all these other things. So obviously, the more championships does not make you the better player. And if you want to include all things, LeBron James is going to win that argument because you have to include everything. You have to include rebounds. You have to include steals. You have to use blocks. All this stuff you're going to use points per game like he was trying to use. If you want to use MVPs, you got to use all NBAs. You got to use everything. And that's what they don't do. They only use what Michael Jordan's great at. So it was the 30 points per game, which we can't argue. Michael Jordan's number 1 there. The 6 Finals MVP, we can't argue that. And being undefeated in the finals. But if we tell them other people are undefeated in the finals, they're going to bring up the 6 Finals MVPs or the 30 points per game. Then when we tell him, well, Bill Russell should be your GOAT, he says no because I didn't watch Bill Russell play. Well, in reality, nigga, you didn't watch Michael Jordan play. You only watched the 6 finals. You only watched
played Magic.
He didn't watch none of them. So like that's another thing that I get because you know what, I get in conversations with Lowe, and Lowe always loves to bring up what happens when he watched the finals because the finals are available for all of us to watch from 1991 beyond. So when we talk about somebody like Stockton or if we talk about somebody like Scottie Pippen, he's going to mention how he watched them play in the finals and that was enough for him to determine that they were not as great as they were supposed to be. You guys don't watch all of the games. None of us do. Even the people who get paid to watch these games on a day-to-day basis don't watch every NBA game and every play. So the stats tell us more than anything. And he tried to throw the stats out the door. He was like, you guys are going to say LeBron's the GOAT because of stats. And he didn't even let me say, no, it's not because of stats. We told him because LeBron accomplished more and is just a better player. He was like, why? Because of stats? And I said, no, because he just had a better career. He was like, no, because of the stats. And then he started going in about how stats don't matter. But then when he got backed into a corner, it was Jordan's 30 points per game that made him the GOAT.
I would say, I don't give a damn what they say about the stats. The stats absolutely matter. And they say, now, of course, other accomplishments, I just don't give credit to awards voted by the media that much credit. I think it has some validity, but it doesn't have all. Because there's biasness into those votes for a lot of players, and so I don't care. I have my thing is like, yes, I say this is why I say I have to go. It's pretty simple, and I'm basing my criteria on some of these things. I'd say that LeBron James has the most statistical accomplishments, and I believe based on what things have been recorded, I think. And it's because of GJK.
Go James Kingdom. Say it, baby.
I started looking up all these accomplishments LeBron James have, and that's why in the group chat I started posting records and all this accomplishments because I didn't know this. I really didn't know this. When Brandon said that the possibility of LeBron James having more records than Wilt Chamberlain, I was like, no way. And when I started really looking up based on the things
that was overrated, dude.
No.
Travis, watch your mouth.
Still,
watch your mouth.
Whatever you say, it's still
y'all stop
the idea that LeBron James has more records than Wilt Chamberlain is amazing. So I started looking it up, and to me, it's a fact. It's a fact. LeBron James.
Why wouldn't he?
Yes.
Wilt was one-dimensional AF.
No, he's close. He's close last time I checked. I'm gonna double check again, but no, he.
You need to check, including playoff records. LeBron has the most playoff
LeBron
records.
got more records.
That's what majority of his catch up was in the playoffs. That's only because the amount of games available to play in.
What was only good when he was taking like 15 shots a game, dude.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, once again, Travis, you're lying. But that's a common side effect from a Jordan fan. But do your thing, Israel.
Well, let me say this. Let me say I did a list where I didn't.
Yeah, LeBron has more records than Wilt.
Yes, he does.
I think it's close.
If you include the playoffs, yeah, like I said, because of the total games,
including playoffs.
Gentlemen, we're gonna get up out of here real shortly. So let's let Curry the GOAT show up here. So Curry the GOAT, you hear the conversation. You see. Let's see what you're about. Are you somebody that's familiar with our channel, or are you new to the channel?
Smack Death family.
Oh, I had a feeling. I had a feeling it was Mac
Like
Jeff.
Johnny, hey Johnny,
I
come
had
on,
a
bro.
feeling.
Who else you know would say that?
I know. I had a feeling it was him. But listen. We got fans all over the world, as y'all can see. Y'all know that. So I just making sure. I just got to make sure. What up, Mac Def? Thank you for joining us, bro. What's good, man? What you got on today's topic, sir?
It's good that Bronny joined the Lakers, and I think it should be celebrated. I can't wait to see a alley oop to LeBron to Bronny, Bron to Bronny. Like it should be celebrated. I don't understand the criticism. This is great. This should be great for the NBA, great for his legacy, great for his family, and it should be celebrated. No criticism. But yeah, we wanted to talk about this because y'all had him on the GOAT debate as far as criteria and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna give my top five, and then I'll talk about a little bit of my criteria. But I understand we about to go. So my top five in order: Curry 1, Jordan 2, Kobe 3, LeBron 4, and I go back and forth between Kareem and Magic, but I'll give it to Kareem. Number 5.
Why? That's honestly the best. Here's the magic question. Here's the magic question. Why that order, McDev? What's your criteria that led you to get that order?
I heard this already. I heard this before. It's
but Ishmael, a lot of people else don't know.
Let's let him hear. Go ahead. Let him talk.
So championships carry the most weight for me. Then you go to peak, playoff performance, impact, and then you go to the stats and accolades.
So Jordan's the GOAT. Got it.
No, Travis, you just heard this man. Curry's the GOAT. You just heard the criteria.
Sorry, Curry's the GOAT. You're talking about peak and playoff performance. Jordan's the best on those two categories.
But Travis, did you hear the other criteria though?
He has more championships than Curry too. He has a better peak than Curry. And I think that Jordan will be the GOAT based on this criteria.
Let him explain why
so
Curry
again,
has the
everything embodies a GOAT criteria. Who you played with, competition matters because Jason Tatum and the Celtics team got a lot of criticism for the competition that they played. We hear criticism as far as, oh, this guy had a super team. So all that embodies it. When it comes to Jordan, let's just say Jordan Curry. We'll get to LeBron. So when it comes to Jordan Curry, obviously Jordan played with better teammates than and had better teams than Steph Curry. These are just facts.
Whoa!
So let this man finish, Travis.
So again, Curry won championships with Klay Thompson as his second best player and with Andrew Wiggins as his second best player. Scottie Pippen debatably is a top 25 to 30 player all time. Debatably. He's whoever has him out of the top 30. I question your basketball knowledge as far as who Scottie Pippen was and what he contributed and what he accomplished. So when we talk about teammates, when we talk about teams, Steph Curry did a lot more with less than a lot of people in the top 10. Steph Curry has never been swept. Hold on. Steph Curry has never been swept or lost in 5 games in the playoffs. Name me somebody else in the top 10 that's never been swept or lost in 5 games. I'll wait.
That's a good point. Keep going back there.
So again, when we talk about teammates and who you played with, it matters because everybody wants to say, well, Curry never would have beat LeBron without KD, but we don't make the same assumption with Jordan playing with Scottie Pippen, Shaq and Kobe, Kareem and Magic, and Bill Russell with his 8 Hall of Famers, and LeBron James with his 12 to 13 Hall of Famers. So everything embodies a GOAT conversation, and if you're doing it if you're winning championships, changing the game, impacting teammates, and you're doing it with less talent on your team, beating greater competition. To me, that embodies a great player.
Hey, Johnny,
Period.
take your hand off your
Okay,
face,
okay,
man.
hold on.
Show respect to the
Hold
people.
on.
Look at
All
that
right,
man in this house.
most down. Let me ask you a question. So you're saying that Curry beat teams better than him. What teams did he beat that was better than his team?
Then who?
Then the Golden State. You said that he beat teams that was better than his. Which teams were that?
Out of who? Jordan or LeBron?
Steph Curry. Which team did Steph Curry beat that was favorite over him?
I don't think he beat no team that was
It was
favored over him.
the Celtics. It was the Celtics in 22.
I would say the Celtics, but I don't think the Celtics was favored.
I think the Celtics was favored in 22. So y'all can
So
double
they
check.
were.
Yeah, I can see
If
that.
I'm
They had
I'm
if
not
more.
I'm
mumbling.
They
I
were
think it was
better.
favored.
They had
favorite.
more talent on their team. If
Double
Vegas,
check.
if
I'm pretty
Vegas
sure they
had
was
them,
favored. I know for a fact
yeah. If
ESPN definitely had
Vegas
them
had
up.
them favored, I feel you. Vegas had them favored, but eh, I always look at the experience. I had Golden State, but yeah, Vegas had them
Yeah,
favored.
Golden. Yeah.
Celtics were a more talented team than Golden State. It's just that Curry was the best player on the court. That is a major
Oh,
feather in
okay.
his cap, so to speak. So yeah, we can say
So,
we can go with the Celtics.
okay. So I have another question. Even though Steph Curry beat LeBron more times in the playoffs, does it matter that LeBron James outperformed him individually, or does it only matter if it's a team thing that he won the series?
LeBron James' performance, you can say, uh, no matter if you're a LeBron or Curry or fan, you can say, well, he proved that he was the best player on the court, or you can say he proved that it was, he's 1A as far as his air. My thing with it is this, because championships matter, and I look at the end result. When Jordan scored 63, that's great. I looked at the game. Bird had 30, I think 33 or 35. They swept them. So the
Okay.
63 wasn't impactful. When I look at LeBron James' performance versus Golden State and Steph
Mhm.
Curry, and I look at those two individual players, I'm looking at LeBron James for that entire four series in the finals versus the Warriors. The man averaged 33 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, which is GOAT tier, God level, everything that you can say. But and I think we all agree. But when I look at it, I'm like, the man averaged 33, 11, and 9 and lost. And if he, in me watching those games, if he didn't perform at that level, he wasn't going to win a game. That to me says all the impact I need with Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry, as a offensive player, I'm not going to talk about his defense, obviously, but as an offensive player, he changed the game. And you seen Amon Shepard even talk about, as far as we knew this was going to shape the rest of the NBA going forward in the future. We felt it. Like, we either going to play our style of play, the game that I love, or we going to be shooting this bullshit like Steph Curry and Clay. So it was a contrast of changing the game, of changing the guard, in which individual will was going to ultimately outperform and duel the others. And as great as LeBron James was, he had to play like that. If he played anywhere below, he wouldn't have won a game. So I look at that stat and I look at that performance, which is one of the greatest performances of all time. And then we go to his rival, which is Michael Jordan, who averaged 33 for his entire career in the playoffs, 33 in the finals, and I'm looking at those two performances, and if we put those two performances, LeBron versus the Warriors, which I gave you the stat line, and Michael Jordan's performance, which people feel he's the greatest playoff performer, those are the two heights all time. Curry dominated.
I'm still not
Go
understanding
ahead.
how you
I'm not
saying
Let
that
me.
understanding.
Curry's better than.
I'm
You're
landing the
making a
No,
plane
he's
case
now.
about to
for
I'm
land it
landing the
right
Curry
here.
plane now.
before.
He's about to land it right there. He's about to land it.
I'm landing
Okay.
the plane now.
Okay. Go ahead.
So if we look at LeBron James' performance, those 4 series, and we look at Michael Jordan's performance in the playoffs, those are the 2 greatest playoff performances of all time, based on the numbers and what they did. Steph Curry dominated those series. I'm going to take that and look at what Michael Jordan did, and I'm going to say I don't think Jordan is going to beat the 2017 Warriors because I just saw a player who performed just as great, if not better, for 4 different playoff series. And if he didn't perform at that level, he wouldn't have won a game. So
Okay.
that's what I'm
You
taking
talked
Steph
long
Curry's
enough. You talked
impact
long enough.
against
So
LeBron and the
Rambling too
explain.
Cavs.
much.
Go ahead.
Okay. Explain why Curry was never Finals MVP before we just let someone else talk. Explain why Curry was never the best player in any series versus LeBron and on his team. Explain that.
So the finals MVP first. So we all know he should have won in 2015. He was the most impactful player. And if you watch the series, the Cavs made him a facilitator and made him get his other teammates involved, but he still averaged 26 and six assists. And he was
Okay,
the
so he wasn't the most impactful because he didn't win Finals MVP. Okay, so
so
explain the other series why he didn't win
uh,
Finals MVP.
Brandon,
Mhm.
do you believe that that Steph Curry should have won the Finals MVP in 2015?
No.
He could have maybe got it, but
Come on,
Okay.
the reason that he didn't get it because Andre Iguodala changed the series around. Steph Curry did not.
Okay. So
Okay,
Brandon, you gotta come on, bro. Come on.
it's cool.
Let's keep going on.
We kind of I'm gonna
That's
end the Finals MVP.
that's
And I'll answer
that's up
I'll
in the
answer the
air.
other question.
No,
I'll
that's
answer
cool,
I'll
Mac.
answer the other question.
Mac, leave it
So
alone. Leave it alone, Mac. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let's leave it alone right now, Mac. You've talked enough. I've been patient. Listen, my friend. You said peak competition.
players you play
Champion,
with,
players you play with,
Teammates.
Teammates, championship, and all the accolades
None
and
of
impact.
that is
career
third, and
impact.
none of
Impact.
that's third.
Impact.
During that
None of that
same
is third.
span that you're giving credit Curry for all of that, LeBron James had the better peak. He had the better winning, the less teammates, the tougher competition. He had all of that over everybody. So if you're gonna put Curry as the GOAT in front of all these other people, you need to put LeBron in front of Curry. Then you can have Curry. It could be LeBron, Curry, Mike, and the rest of them. Because by your criteria, LeBron is better than Curry. Legitimately. By your criteria. Way better than Curry. There's no way you can make Curry better than LeBron. At all. By your criteria. The things that you stated. LeBron's never played with Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron's never played with two 20-point per game scores on the same team. LeBron's never played with 2 other All-NBA players on the roster. LeBron's never played with 2 all defensive players on a roster. Like all these things Curry had that during that span. Curry never faced a team with 4
Playing with Kevin
All-Stars.
Durant. Shit.
Yeah, he never played a team with 4 All-Stars. Against a team with 4 All-Stars. He never played against a team with 3 All-NBA players. He didn't do none of these things that LeBron James had to go through to win championships and do all that. He didn't have a better peak. Because during LeBron's peak, that whole span, LeBron was better than Stephen Curry.
Curry's had the most help in NBA history next to like who? Kobe?
No,
No, man. Travis, stop that. Magic.
No one had more help than Michael Jordan.
What?
Come on,
Stop it.
He had more help than Magic.
Let me tell you why. Yeah, because Magic had to face teams like the Sixers. The teams like the
most help.
Wait, he didn't have.
We're talking about help, John, not competition.
Yeah, he had but the help is predicated on competition.
No, we're talking about help, John.
Yes,
Come on,
no.
Stop that.
Yes,
man.
yes, because the
Help is
help.
definitely predicated on
How much help? Wait,
No, it's, how did KD
it
get there?
adds context. Let a Johnny add the context.
All right,
Go
please.
ahead.
your
Go ahead,
help.
Johnny.
Listen again. Like I keep trying to explain to y'all, your help is predicated on your competition. You can't say somebody has help when the team that they're playing against is still better than them. You don't have help. Your help is predicated on who you're playing against. So Jordan has no help in 87 and 88 because he's facing the Celtics. The comp is what tells you have no help. So Magic, for him to win a championship, he has to get past Dr. J, Maurice Cheeks, Billy Cunningham, all these great players that are on the 76ers and on the Celtics. For Jordan to win a championship, he doesn't have to go through nobody in the East, nor does he have to go through anybody in the West to beat. He's just the better comp.
What?
Yes.
No. Hey Johnny, we not be disingenuous like that. Especially when we're doing competition relative to help. That competition in that, especially hold on, man. Jordan, this gotta be understood. That competition in the West in the '80s compared to the Lakers, there was no competition.
Literally, I get that.
Only 8 years. Hold on, 8 out of the 10 years out of the '80s, the Lakers in the finals. What competition in the West?
Yes, I said the West. There's no comp, but the comp is also in the finals because we're talking about winning. The results are about winning. Yeah, Magic would have way much more championships if he didn't have to face the Celtics and the Sixers. You can't say that with Jordan. Jordan doesn't have more championships because Jordan didn't have more help. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's the idea. Jordan had the most help because he had somebody alongside him versus teams that didn't have that. Majority of the teams the Bulls faced throughout the 90s to win did not have two premier players to help them get to that point. And
we just disagree.
No, that's true. We can go down the line. I've done this before. We can go down the line. Jordan never won a championship without an all-defensive teammate.
Magic didn't win a championship without an all-star.
No,
Magic never won a championship without a top 5 all-time player.
Like you know how many players Magic had multiple MVPs on his team at one point.
Yeah, I know. And Magic Johnson also faced teams that had 2 All-NBA players and 2 All-Defensive players. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Magic Johnson faced a team that had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on the same roster. Jordan never faced that.
Even
with Kareem, Jamal Wilkes, Norm Nixon, he still had to go up against Maurice Cheeks, Dr. J, Antonio, Tony, Moses Malone, Billy Cunningham, all of these guys. I mean, Bobby Jones. Like, all of these guys are on this. That's the thing. He still has to face.
Plumbers?
No, but also,
that's the point.
If I use that logic, Johnny, that means I'll have to say, if I just go by accolades and whatnot for that year, I'm gonna have to say the competition in 2017 Warriors faced was actually legit competition, and I'm not gonna say that. Well, fair competition, more fair competition because
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because of the help, you can't call that competition when you have so much. Exactly, when you have so much help like the Warriors had, you have no competition. So your help predicates. Your help
they beat the team in the finals with 3 All-Stars.
So your help predicates your competition. That's why Jordan had the most help.
No, I disagree.
Because he had no comp. He had no comp.
I get what you're saying. If your team is so great, how can anybody be comp to it?
Exactly. I get
what you're saying. But
that means you have help. That means you have help.
But to Sturdy's point, nobody's gonna sit here and say LeBron James wasn't comp in the Cavs.
You can't call a team comp because they have one player. That's not comp.
I'll ask you this question. I'll just ask you this question. I think the 2017 Warriors is the greatest team of all time. Are we going to say that the 2017 Cavaliers was not competition?
Not compared to the 2017 Warriors. No, they were not.
Why not? They had 3 All-Stars. Why not?
No.
They did not have 3 All-Stars 2017?
What 3 All-Stars?
Not compared. They're not compared.
Kevin Love and Kyrie didn't make All-Star team 2017? Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Kevin Love made an All-Star team in 2017?
In 2017.
They did.
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
But making an All-Star doesn't make you better than a team that have 2 All-NBA players.
Oh, now we can't count accolades when it comes to teammates. But
Wait, Sturdy. We have never put All-Star selections over anything. Never. All-Star selections means you were good for half a season. All-NBA means you were the best player for an entire season.
Wow. Okay.
Wait.
So Curry has won multiple championships like that, sir.
And LeBron's won less. Curry's never won a championship without All-NBA help. He's never won a championship without that.
Sir,
who's on All-NBA team? Who's on the All-NBA team in 2022? In 2022?
Draymond Green was All-Defensive team.
Oh, okay. I acknowledge the difference.
In 2022.
All defensive team,
All
all
right, you
NBA
got
team.
I said all
you got
NBA
that.
and all defense.
Andrew
All
Wiggins
NBA
was
team.
Andrew Wiggins was
No,
an all star.
No,
Draymond Green was second team.
I'm not fighting now.
wait. I said all NBA and all defensive team. LeBron has won a championship without either or.
Oh,
Yeah. To
In
me, Johnny.
the same span that Curry was in. In the same span that Curry was in. LeBron beat a 73 win team. Curry's never beat a 70 win team. So that's what I'm saying. All of these things, the competition, the peak, all this stuff makes the. Wait. Let's go. Mac Miller's actually been patient, y'all. We have to let Mac Miller get in here. He's been very patient. Let's let Mac Miller.
One more thing for most depth. There's no way you could say Steph Curry's better than LeBron when they're on the court and LeBron always outperform them. All right, next. We can go to the next person.
Let's go. Hey,
That's
Mac,
just ridiculous.
first of all, we all know Mac Def here. We all know Mac Def.
Yeah,
Mac
that's
Def
just
is the Curry
ridiculous
guy.
to say.
Shout out to you, Mac Def. You stood 10 toes down. You do what we do best here, Goat James Kingdom. So we're not gonna hate you on that. But you are a little bit too close to the Zesty Jeffries today with that Curry stuff. But let's let Mac Miller talk. Mac Miller, thank you for joining us. This is your first time showing up on Goat James Kingdom, sir. So welcome to the platform. What do you got for us?
What up? This is my second time, but
okay, my bad.
The goddamn subject changed like 3 times. I don't know where the fuck I want to go. What the fuck?
Okay, well the show is really about Bronny James, so I don't know if you wanted to talk about that. Then the second thing,
top 5. It was the top 5. So
top 5 greatest players.
No, that wasn't a conversation. But
it was a conversation. Y'all kept.
It was a top 5
conversation about it, but that's not the topic. We asked about the other top 5.
Oh, okay. So since you want to give us your top 5, go ahead, Mac Miller. Give us your top 5.
I was just gonna say top 5 varies on who you want to say top 5 is and who you're picking top 5 on the court. That's just 2 totally different conversations. You can talk about the accolades, but when you look at the actual talent, that's 2 goddamn different things. So it's all subjective at the same time. But ain't no way in hell nobody gonna say Steph is better than LeBron. Ain't nobody in hell gonna say goddamn that 2017 Warriors wasn't cheating. As soon as Kevin Durant fucking signed, the whole motherfucking world said they was gonna win.
What I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm, bro. The team was put together. Nobody can beat them, bro. It was just nobody can go beat them.
Correct.
So you saying the help doesn't matter when the help is all that really fucking matters.
Supreme help, the greatest help of all time.
So and again, let's just call them the KD cheat. Let's just call them they cheated. What I'm simply saying is that we all expected that to happen because how great the Warriors was without him. Now he won before him, he's won with him, and he won after KD. So the man is gonna play 17 seasons, and we harping on 3 years where he was great.
No, so back to Curry.
Wait, no, Mac.
Putting above LeBron, though. Those
Mac,
titles putting above LeBron.
Don't be, exactly. Don't be disingenuous because if Curry only has 2 championships, which is in 2015 and 2022, you don't have an argument to make him the GOAT.
Yeah.
No.
My point is this. First of all, LeBron's played with more talent than Steph Curry. That goes without saying.
False.
What?
That's false.
Never.
That's false.
Better than KD.
If you want to go by quantity, yes.
Hold on. So we got
Why? Because of Kyrie and KD? I mean, because of Kyrie and Dwayne Wade? Those two.
Only because LeBron played longer, so technically he has played with more All-Stars.
The man's played with Curry's is gonna play 17 seasons, and we harping on one player for 3 years.
Hold on, Mac. Hold on.
Those are the reason he won 2 titles.
And also, hold on, but we also got to be honest.
Let's go to Travis. Let's go ahead and let Travis get in.
So Mac, I have Curry as the top 10. I have Curry as the top 10 player of all time, and he's number 9 for me because he fundamentally changed the game of basketball. There's no denying that. But also, there's actually no, from an objective standpoint, there's no putting him over LeBron James better all time because LeBron James' resume entirely clears his. LeBron James was a top 3 2-way player of all time. Curry could never achieve that. I'm not taking anything away from Curry offensively because he's obviously the most efficient player of all time, arguably. But you can't make the case that he's better than LeBron from a basketball perspective.
He ain't no top 3.
And Curry's also had the most help in NBA history. Who else has played with the 2 best shooters of all time besides himself? Steph Curry. He played with the greatest scorer of all time in Kevin Durant, in my opinion. Okay? So he's had the most help from a
The
roster
greatest
perspective.
scorer.
Yes.
He said from his opinion.
He thinks Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer.
No, hold on, top. I just want to raise my. I want to raise my hand again.
Uh-huh.
You're saying that Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Michael Jordan?
Yes.
From
a three-level perspective, 100%.
Bro.
I can't believe y'all let him make this
No.
point, but
Let's
y'all
stop
just
this. Let's stop this. Mac. There is nothing that says Michael Jordan's the greatest scorer of all time. There's nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, you got a couple of things. John.
What? Points per game? Points per game?
Yes, stop saying point per game for that doesn't matter, man. It does matter.
So what about Wilt then?
Okay.
Yeah, Wilt is in that conversation because of point per game.
You know why? Oh wait, Mac. Sturdy. You know why it don't matter? Because those same people who are going to tell us Jordan is the greatest scorer of all time because of 30 points per game will tell us Kobe Bryant's a top 5 scorer of all time. So that means it don't.
You got to talk to them niggas separately. I'm just saying.
Mac, I guarantee you, Mac Depp has Kobe as a top 5 scorer.
Absolutely. And he's going to tell Kobe a top 3 player. Like, of course, he got a top 5 player.
So there's nothing logically that makes somebody a top scorer by point per game average. Because none of them got Wilt Chamberlain as a top 5 scorer of all time.
No, Mac Depp does.
Mac Depp, you got Wilt Chamberlain your top 5 scorer of all time?
Yeah, he's top 3. There's 3 to me. There's 3 GOATs scores, and then there's everybody else. Jordan, Kobe, and Chamberlain.
That don't work. All right, listen. Oh wait, we done with that. Listen, we gonna recognize some new GOAT James Kingdom members. Shout out to Dante Reeves. Thank you for joining the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We appreciate you. Reach out to us at goatjameskingdom@gmail.com. That's how you get in touch with us for your membership and all your perks, and we can get in touch with you and get your information. Also, we have another member here. Thank you for joining us as well. That is Darnell Heitch. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you for joining the GOAT James Kingdom membership. Reach out to us again. GoatJamesKingdom@gmail.com, and we'll take care of you as a GOAT James Kingdom member. We appreciate you guys so much, and we're hoping to see you guys on Friday night, because this Friday night, we told y'all we're doing the special Friday night, my top 50 greatest players, and I'm going to show Mac Deff and them how Stephen Curry's not even a top 5 player, let alone, a top 20 player, let alone a top 5 player. Like, that's not even going to
Name LeBron James' top 5 teammates.
Oh, that's easy.
Wade.
That's easy.
AD,
That's Wade, Bosh,
AD.
Kyrie, AD, and
why is AD below this?
You know I don't fuck with AD.
Zydrunas or Gauskas, because they say he's an all-star.
Bronny James.
Johnny, stop trolling.
All right, so I would say Kevin Love. So that top 5 that you named with the names that you named and what they did, that's better than Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Andrew Wiggins.
Tell me what Wade. Tell me what Kyrie.
I mean, they didn't play all on the same team.
Tell me what Kyrie.
No, we're talking about. We're just talking about teammates. We're talking about teammates.
Yeah, and all the guys you mentioned was on the same team at the same time. All the guys you mentioned for LeBron were not on the same team at the same time.
Sir, hold on. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
Mac
at the same time. You can't do that shit, bro.
Yeah, Mac.
Y'all combining
No. What Mac Deff is trying to say is LeBron James had more help while naming all of LeBron James' teammates throughout his career, while using Stephen Curry's teammates that they all played together at the same time. By his own breakdown, he's saying Stephen Curry had more help because all those players were with Stephen Curry at the same time. Yes, if LeBron played with Wade, Bosh, Kyrie, and Love, and AD at the same time, that's obvious he had way better help, but he didn't. He played with
Who had more talent on their team, the 2017 Warriors or the 2013 Miami Heat?
Talent based on what?
Warriors.
Talent based on what? Talent's a very vague statement, sir. What do you mean by talent?
Okay, so hold on. Let's just put Kevin Durant at the top. Let's just put Kevin Durant at the top. Even though I think Dwayne Wade's better, that's a whole nother subject. Let's just put Kevin Durant at the top. Now,
all right, I got you right here. No, I got you right here. So you're gonna put on one side LeBron and Wade, and you're gonna compare them with KD and Curry, right? Klay Thompson is a better scorer than
No. Wait a
anybody
minute.
else
Oh,
that you're gonna put on
wait.
LeBron's side.
2011. Wait.
That's not
2011.
than
Wait,
Kyrie.
2011. Dwayne Wade and 2011 to 2014. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James is not a better duo than the 2017 and the 2018-19 Curry
I was talking about the
and
13.
KD team.
Nobody. No,
No.
I
that's
will
not what
say
I'm saying.
you can make an
That's the
argument. You can
point.
make an argument
That's
that
the point.
2020
That's the point.
duo of AD and LeBron is better than Curry and KD. You definitely make
Never.
that
That
argument.
is not the point
Never.
because
Why not?
Never.
Why not? Hey, John, you
Never.
gotta take your bodies out of AD.
Wait.
Bro.
Okay,
You
wait.
gotta
Listen.
take your bodies out of it.
What did Anthony Davis do in 2020 that made him better than Kevin Durant or Stephen Curry in either 2017, 2018, or 2019? What did he do?
Well,
I need to hear
for
this.
those like accolades, he was on All Big First Team,
I'm
was
gonna
All
say
Big Defensive Team. He was in the top 5 MVP as well as with LeBron. That's from an accolade perspective. You want to go from an impact perspective? Those guys as a duo was impacting the game on both sides of the ball at a high level. That in comparison to contrast to KD and Curry,
Wow.
both guys also give you 20 and 10. Where LeBron give you 20, LeBron give you 20 10 assists. AD give you 20 and 10 rebounds. And also, most importantly, from a team construction dynamic, that team was literally built off of production of their backs. I witnessed games in the playoffs where Steph Curry can fall off and the team still win. I cannot witness games with, and especially in the Lakers path to their success, when either AD or LeBron fell off, one of those guys fell off, they not win that game.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's
Thank
an
you,
argument
Sturdy,
that you
for
could present.
Sturdy.
That's an argument that you could present that they could be better.
Sturdy.
Duo.
No, listen. So the argument you presented was why AD was a better duo. The LeBron's duo was better than the Warriors duo. But you just explained why the Warriors were just a better overall team. So that means Stephen Curry had a little bit more help than LeBron did. Now you want to go through all of that because yes, Anthony Davis defensively, you're right. His defense, because he made the all-defensive first team, I guess you want to say that makes him better than Stephen Curry or Kevin Durant because they didn't make the all-defensive team.
I didn't say that, Johnny.
for sure. It's better than Steph.
Hey, Johnny, I didn't say that.
Oh, wait, so
I didn't say what you just said.
Okay, no. So why is Anthony Davis better than either Stephen Curry or Durant in one,
That's
any one
not.
of those
But
years?
hey, Johnny, for me, when I quantify duos, I just take it for 2 individual pieces. I also take on how that team, how those duos play together, how they mesh together, and most importantly, they impact on their team. So that's not the same thing. For example, Twin Man. Well, hold on, Twin Man. For example, when people say Jamal Murray and Joker is considered arguably the best duo in the league, it's not because of Jamal Murray as an individual player. It's how well he plays with Joker, how their games complement one another. That's part of the criteria. So what I'm saying is their game, they have an argument to be a better duo. I'm not going to say individually he's better than either one of those players. That's not what determines who's the better duo.
But Sturdy, in your own explanation, you sat here and said Curry or Durant could fall off and the team could still win. They couldn't do that in LA.
No,
that's what I just said.
About those two
That
players.
one
That's
standard
all he's talking
right
about.
there, you're saying that Kevin
He's not
Durant,
talking about the
Curry,
team.
No.
He's not talking about the team. He's just trying to say that Anthony Davis.
There's an
argument that Anthony Davis and LeBron is a better duo than Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry.
Can I get a last take? Can I get a possible last take? Let me get this last take.
Let's start with you. We're gonna get our last take. So we get up out of here. Go ahead and get your last take. Let's start with you, Ishmael.
I don't see all this. Oh, the comp and this. I don't care if LeBron James had the Western All Stars on his team or whoever, and they won the championship. Okay, I don't care. Even if that was true, I don't care. I don't care if Curry had the Western All Stars on his team and won the championship. My point is. It's okay to have the best players on your team and win the championship. It doesn't matter. You play who you in front of. And so this is why I say I go based off the accomplishments. I do believe LeBron James has the most records in NBA history. I checked it. I checked everything. I use StatMoose. I will use Wikipedia. I use Basketball Reference. I evaluated LeBron James' most consecutive 20 points per game seasons, and also the most 25 points per game seasons, and the most consecutive, the most seasons, all that stuff. You got to evaluate everything, including playoffs, and including he has the second most regular season records and the most postseason records, and in that included, he has the most records. This is why I think LeBron James is the GOAT. He has the most statistical achievements of all time and the most records. I don't got to do all this. oh, he played this and all this context and all this BS stuff. I don't got to do all that stuff. I just go
You need
based off what he's
context.
done.
You need context,
Context matters.
Ishmael.
Context
You need
matters.
Bro,
context,
Bron's not even
Ishmael.
top five.
Come on, guys. Let's
I don't
move
need
on so
that.
we
I
get
don't
out
need
of
that.
here.
I don't need that. I don't need that. Unless
Okay.
your stats are fake, like Michael Jordan, it's fabricated stats. Then okay, we got context. But other than that,
That's fucked up.
it's evaluated on your. It's evaluated.
That's fucked up.
It's evaluated on your productivity, and anything else don't matter to me unless you got 10 MVPs or something like that.
Which I
Everything
do.
else don't matter. Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Before we go, think about this, y'all. So if LeBron was 22-11, would that mean he could be the GOAT?
Yes.
What you mean 22 and 11?
Because he just said
That's
LeBron in his finals record is 22-33. But if it was 22-11, could he be?
Are you saying if LeBron has 11 rings, nigga? Like, yes, nigga. What?
No, not 11 rings.
No,
just his record, his finals record. He still has 4
wins
championships,
and losses.
but he just didn't lose 20 finals games.
Hurry up! I need to go roast Gilbert Arenas. Let's hurry this up.
Because that's the point.
Oh, yeah, come on. Let's
all right,
move,
so
let's
John,
move on.
give me your
Come on.
last words. Let's get about it. John, what's your last words, brother?
It's Sunday. He don't come on Sundays, do he?
Oh, he's on there right now.
All right,
John,
cool,
go ahead.
cool,
Go ahead.
Spouting bullshit.
Yo, man,
Okay,
I gotta talk to you after the show.
I'm gonna watch summer league. I want to watch Bronny James play, and I can't wait to see his improvement from summer league to later on in the season, because what he's playing in summer league ain't gonna be what he's gonna be like in the middle of the season. So I can't wait to see his improvements in this game.
That's facts. All right, Travis, any last words?
Very quickly, at least Malachi had the gumption to come up here. Obi, you've been spamming the same drivel in the comments, but we all know you're never gonna click the link. We all know that, I'm gonna get just absolutely flame in a rotisserie your ass if you come up here with that weak Kobe LeBron argument. That's all you have. You will never come up here and get flamed in real time. You're just gonna spam, and you're just gonna continue to be called out and never respond. So do what you do best and stay safe.
All right, Twin Man, last words. Make it quick, brother, please.
MacDef, you're high. You have Kobe in the top 10, so you're drunk and high. I don't understand I don't understand how, even with your criteria, if you're talking peak or anything like that, how Curry's better than LeBron. Mm-hmm. It seems like Jordan fans' brains melt when they come up here and they glitch and they start saying shit, and when they start getting cornered, they try to move it, and then they just sound even more dumb. I can't take it no more. I have a headache, and my last thing I'm gonna say is, Travis, come on home, bro. It's okay.
I'm coming home.
It's okay.
Coming home.
This is
Obi-Wan Kenobi has been dropping this damn comment the whole show as if the link has not been available the whole entire.
We've been on there 15 times.
I respect the hustle, Obi.
Sturdy last words, please, brother.
Most importantly, how could I possibly forget? John Stockton is definitely on top 5 point guard. It's proven, it's literally factual that one storekeeper said we juice some of his stats, especially for assists, the coveted assists, at home. But we can get to that another topic. Bronny James is not the poster child of nepotism. This is a nepotism league. It happens on all levels, from players, coaches, GMs, agents. He is not the first. I guarantee he's not going to be the last example of it either. So, nevertheless, history was made. Take it or leave it. Period.
Facts. All right, Ishmael, you got your last word. Is that Mac? Get your New World.
Yeah.
Who's that?
New World.
What's up, bro? Salute.
Get your last word in, brother, please.
Yeah. Salute to everybody on the panel. This was great. I loved watching every minute of it. Jordan fans continue to expose just how stupid that fan base is, because it seems like all logic goes over their head when you start talking about 6-0 and 6-0 is not what makes Michael Jordan the GOAT and all this other stuff. So it was a clown show. I was glad to see it. Shout out to Twin Man for always holding it down. Shout out to GJK. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Friday.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you.
So let me go ahead and get the last word in for MacDef. So he was talking about LeBron and Curry.
No,
LeBron
I got my last word. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So you only want to relate it to the playoffs versus them. So in the playoffs, LeBron has more points, fewer turnovers, more blocks, more steals, more assists, more rebounds, more defensive rebounds, more offensive rebounds, shoots a higher percentage. Curry has 3-point percentage and free throw percentage, of course. And then when we go to advanced stats, LeBron has a higher PER, has a higher value of replacement, box plus or minus, offensive block plus or minus, defense. It's everything. LeBron has everything over Curry head to head. It's not even close. The only thing Curry has is 3-point percentage and free throw percentage. So let's just end that ridiculous debate you were trying to have about Curry being over LeBron James.
Can I get my last take before we go?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
go ahead. You get your last take. Go ahead, brother, please.
So first of all, shout out to Bronny James, the Lakers organization, and the LeBron James family. It should be celebrated. This is a great moment for the basketball community. We should be talking positively about this, and shout out to them. Also, last but not least, with the Curry thing, amongst the criteria that I had, the three things that he kind of has over everybody that we all agree on that doesn't have to do with stats is that he's the greatest shooter of all time. He changed the game, and he won a unanimous MVP. And every GOAT that I have in every sport changed the game. Steph Curry in basketball, Lawrence Taylor in football, Babe Ruth in baseball, Wayne Gretzky in hockey. My GOATs changed the game, and that's what I go with. One love.
You said Willie
Shots
Mays. You
fired,
said Willie
shots
Mays
fired.
wrong.
You say. Well, anyways, I get the last word.
Willie Mays
Mac
top
Miller.
five.
Yeah, Mac Miller, we did not get rid of you somehow. You got off, sir. You had some connections. We don't just kick people off the show like that. You actually was very respectful and patient. So next week, you're more than welcome to come back on. We want to thank everybody here on the panel as usual. Thank you, Twin Man. Thank you, Ace 30. Thank you, New World. Thank you, Mac Def. You always make the show great. Shout out to Kion. Shout out to Malachi. Shout out to who else? Mac Miller. Shout out to all you guys who showed up today on the panel as usual. As we always tell you, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We do go live every Sunday, noon Eastern time, so we'll be back again next Sunday to talk about the GOAT conversation. I go live every Friday night if you want to have the one-on-one with me. It's Friday Night Exposure. Actually, this Friday Night Exposure, like I told y'all, is a special 50th episode. I will be giving my top 50 greatest players. It is a members-only show. If you want to participate in the contest to see what my top 10 will be, you can go ahead and join the contest, but you got to be a member of the channel to do so. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel. It doesn't cost much to support what Brandon and I do here in GOAT James Kingdom. By being a member of the channel, you do have different perks and different things that are available to you. So just check out the different perks. For those that are members, I can't wait to see you this Sunday. But ladies and gentlemen, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. It's been a great show. LeBron James is the GOAT because now he has his son playing with him because he wanted that to happen. He made it happen. He does it. He's been doing it since day one. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is GOAT James Kingdom. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace and blessings.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.